daughter Renee and Andy Bradshaw, son Tim Tidwell, and son Reverend Chris and Kim Tidwell, daughter Tracy Jones, daughter Steph, 9 grandchildren, 2 sisters, Vicky and Billy Dobbs, Debbie and Sam Isaacs, 4 brothers. YouTube, most of the time, all the time. I guess it shut down a moment ago. Connection. Now we're back up on YouTube. Uh, anyway, good morning to Emily. Good morning to Ira. Good morning to Terry. Good morning to uh, whoever else has been on this morning as we showed the computers as we were doing some other things. We'll stay on Facebook till top of the hour. Then we'll reboot it. Unless it blocks us before then. We're sharing YouTube to Facebook right now. Gonna send it to my personal. Now we'll send it to WOPV next. Let's see. Ira, okay. See if I can send it to you. Yeah, I'm about to send it to you, Ira. And let's see. Who else? Bud, let's see if I can send it to Bud. Good morning, Alice. Thank you, Alice. But I was about to send you on Facebook the YouTube, and I can't get on. We're not friends on Facebook, man. And you watch us every day. Good morning, cousin Emily. We're about to go live assistant. Three minutes away from going live assistant, taking off the computer. We're about to go live
another mile? Could I lean on you, Leona? Would you help me till I'm strong? Could I lean on you, Leona? Till I can make it on my own. Will you have been my rock for ages? Ooh, the only truth I've ever found. And every time I've stumbled, you pick me up on my way down. Well, you have been my sanctuary. You've been my haven in the storm. And I've always found a shelter. Well, here inside your loving arms. Could I lean on you, Leona? Could I rest you for a while?
Woo! All right. A whole minute. Switch out our weather. Just brought the news in with us. Just sent up the news. Local.
Would you help me till I'm strong? Could I lean on you, Leona?
This is news. A few little notes we got for news. WOPP.
Good morning, Mr. Robert.
Good morning.
Did you get the JDR?
Yeah, we got it.
You having a good morning?
Well, it's a morning. Anytime you wake up, it's a good morning.
Close to Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you have a blessed day.
You too, dear man.
Thank you.
Could I rest you for a while?
Hey, Sonya Brown. Leona. On this Thursday morning. Nice having you in with us this morning. It is 6 a.m. This is WOPP in Up, Alabama. Let's go to Washington, D.C.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Hurricane Florence taking aim at the Carolinas. Now a dangerous Category 2 storm. Maximum sustained winds 110 miles per hour. Taking up enormous waves the size of...
I couldn't pass the YouTube over to you, bud. I don't know. I'll try a little bit later. I'm using that computer now on the air.
Really,
I hit the friends and I'm going to pass the YouTube over to you.
confronting us. It's coming
No idea.
in fairly fast.
But we'll try it again,
And
bud.
It's going to be one of the biggest to ever hit the East Coast.
All right, where you at this morning?
Country.
The storm's rain bands just starting to lash the coast.
Emily, are you ready for homecoming?
We're under mandatory and voluntary evacuation orders. More than 10 million live in places currently under storm watches or warnings. And it's not only homeowners worried about the storm.
An economist at Moody's Analytics, Ryan Sweet, says he thinks Hurricane Florence could cause the U.S. economy's growth to slow a few tenths of a % on an annual basis in the July-September period. The storm is aiming at North and South Carolina, which can
Good morning, Linda.
support an economy bigger than Saudi Arabia's. High-tech auto plants coexist with beachfront inns, peanut fields, and hog farms. But the storm could bring all of that to a grinding halt, washing away crops, drowning livestock, and idling factories. Not to mention the impact of utility outages and roads impassable for commuters. I'm Jackie Quinn.
There's been nothing on a motive in the fatal shootings of 5 people at 2 locations in Bakersfield, California. Police say the victims include the gunman's wife. The shooter later took his own life. Wall Street this morning, Dow futures up 28 points, NASDAQ futures 9 points higher, S&P futures better by 2 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Pat Boone here again for Relief Factor, the company that's helping thousands of people, just like my wife Shirley and me, deal with all kinds of occasional aches and pains. For years, Shirley struggled with her neck and her shoulder pain, kept her from sleeping through the night. A lot of people, just like Shirley, struggle with aches and pains due to aging or exercise. Why don't you order the 3-week Quick Start? It's now only $19.95, and let's see if we can get you out of pain too. Go to ReliefFactor.com.
Whoa.
Relief Factor. .com.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
And now, a thought from Geico Motorcycle.
It took 15 minutes for you to choose the font for the tattoo of your girlfriend's name, Tara.
The swirly one.
Begin tattooing and get a breakup text from Tara as you finish the last A.
Can you make it pterodactyl or something?
To add insult to injury, you could have used those 15 tattoo minutes to switch your motorcycle insurance to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on motorcycle insurance.
Myanmar's leader rejecting criticism over the show trial conviction of 2 reporters who helped to expose the killings of Rohingya Muslims.
The de facto Burmese leader Aung San Suu Kyi insisted, as she has before, that the 2 journalists were found guilty of breaking the law and were not being punished for their groundbreaking exposure of military atrocities in Rakhine State. Ms Suu Kyi also explained government policy in Rakhine as driven by the need to apply the law equally to all communities there. She made no mention of the massive abuses of the Rohingya community alleged by the UN. Instead, she chose to highlight the plight of smaller minorities in Rakhine, which she said were in danger of disappearing.
That's the BBC's Jonathan Head. Russian President Putin has inspected war games in eastern Siberia that have been billed as the biggest such exercises Russia has ever conducted. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. Apple rolls out some new iPhones.
The words to describe the iPhone 10 include big.
And it is just stunning.
CEO Tim Cook used the other word big several times.
The biggest screen ever in an iPhone. The biggest battery ever in an iPhone. And of course, the biggest experience ever in an iPhone.
Apple is trying to widen the appeal of the iPhones as sales of the older models slow down. Big could describe the price of the new iPhones.
10s at $999 and 10s Max at $1099.
Close to $1,100. Apple also showed off a cheaper $750 iPhone, the XR. I'm Ed Donahue.
We'll be hearing from the Labor Department later this morning, the agency to release a consumer price index for the month of August. Also, Freddie Mac will be checking in, the mortgage giant, to report weekly mortgage rates. More on these stories at townhall.com.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's start with Major League Baseball action. The A's used one big inning to rout the Orioles yesterday.
The Athletics scored all their runs in a 10-run third inning, sending 15 men to the plate as they went on to beat the Orioles 10-0. Matt Olson hit a 3-run homer in the inning, his 26th. Matt Chapman went 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. Jonathan LaCroix was 2 for 4 with 2 RBI, while Chris Davis and Jed Lowry each drove in runs. The first 11 batters reached base in the third before the Orioles recorded an out. Daniel Mangin got the win in relief with 5 innings of work. Andrew Kashner gave up 8 runs over 2+ innings to take the loss. Craig Heist, Baltimore.
Elsewhere in the American League, it was the Astros over the Tigers 5-4. Rays 3, Indians 1. The Red Sox get their 100th victory, 1-0 over Toronto. Twins beat the Yankees 3-1. White Sox 4, Kansas City 2 in 12 innings. This is SRN Sports. More baseball scores. Angels 8, Texas 1. In the National League, the Dodgers beat the Reds 8-1. Pirates 4, Cardinals 3. Braves over the Giants 3-1. Mets 13, Miami 0. Washington beat the
Morning, Mobile, Alabama.
Brewers 5, Cubs 1. Colorado over Arizona 5-4.
Good morning, Jason.
And Miami rained out. San Diego beat Seattle 5-4 in interleague play. NFL news, Green Bay coach Mike McCarthy says Aaron Rodgers is still questionable for the Packers game on Sunday against the Vikings. He hurt his knee last Sunday's win over the Bears, though he did return for the second half to lead that big comeback. Rodgers said after the game he would undergo more tests, though he planned to play against Minnesota. Nick Foles will start for the Eagles against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. The Super Bowl MVP has filled in since Carson Wentz injured his knee in Week 14 of last season. Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger hopes to go. He's got a bad elbow. This is SRN Sports.
With an SRN News Business Brief, I'm George Manzani. The Fed's survey known as the Beige Book will be used when the central bank meets later this month to decide whether to raise interest rates again. While businesses remain optimistic about near-term prospects, the Fed shares some concerns about President Trump's get-tough trade policies, especially with China. These are raising concerns, and White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow thinks that there might be some movement on the China front.
The Treasury Department is in communication with China. All right? I can't go beyond that. We want to get ahead of that curve because they are in communication with China.
An attentive audience will be seeing if a breakthrough on tariffs is achieved between the U.S. and China. A mixed day for stocks on Wednesday, with the S&P gaining a point to 2888, the Dow up 27 to 25,998, and the Nasdaq down 18 to 7954. With SRN Business, I'm George Manzani.
Governor Kay Ivey says she has no plans to debate her Democratic challenger as she seeks a full term in office. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. Ivey responded to Walt Maddox's repeated calls for a debate before the November election. Ivey says she has no plans to debate Maddox, saying Alabamians know her record and know what she stands for. A study suggests that Alabama children attending private schools on a taxpayer-based scholarship program are not showing significant improvement on standardized test scores. The report by the Institute for Social Science Research at the University of Alabama examined outcomes for nearly 2,000 scholarship recipients in 2016.
The computer screen that shows the two little blocks, one down on the bottom and one at the top, that's the computer I'm keying off right now.
Police lieutenant in Tuskegee.
That's the normal computer under the clock that's on the air.
Incident. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
I lost my place.
The Upstockyard Florella Highway under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. This Tuesday, 100 head, 3 to 5 year old, mostly Angus Frangus, cows with a few Charolais crossed, fall calves, 6 to 8 months old. 20 head Longhorn cows, 3 Longhorn bulls, half will be in pairs, and half regular bred cows. 30 head of Charolais and Angus cows, 10 in which will have calves at their side. Red to horned heifer. 100 head of yearlings from one place picked up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Upstockyard Florella Highway. For more information, call John Edwards, 850-978-0346. The Upstockyard Florella Highway under new ownership. New sale day is
Cooking Post presents the
Tuesday.
Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. The Atlanta Braves defeated the San Francisco Giants 2-1 on Wednesday, completing the 3-game sweep. Atlanta taking the lead in the 9th inning on an RBI single from Tyler Flowers. Freddie Freeman also driving in a run. Anibal Sanchez went 6 innings, allowing 1 run. Dan Winkler with the win in relief. Braves won 5 straight. They lead the NL East by 7.5 games. Alabama on the road to Oxford to take on Ole Miss in their SEC opener on Saturday. The Tide are 11-1 in road conference openers under Nick Saban and have won 75 straight games against unranked teams. The Auburn Tigers are ranked 7th in the AP poll. They'll have their SEC opener on Saturday, taking on number 12 LSU. The Tigers have won 13 straight games at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Get 6 months of Apple Music free with the official vehicles of summer from Jeep. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP.
Touchdown! Men on Troy! Troy fans, this is Coach Neil Brown. Remember, you can catch every great moment of Trojan football on the radio this fall, right here. The Trojans hit the road for the first time when Troy goes to Lincoln to meet the Nebraska Cornhuskers this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. on Troy football's oldest radio affiliate, WOPP AM 1290.
Mahindra presents the Race Flash. Powered by SB Nation Radio. The first race of the 10-race playoffs begins with the Monster Energy Cup Series. South Point 400 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway Sunday. Trevor Bain not returning the number 6 Roush Fenway Racing Ford Fusion in 2019. He's had 4 top 5s and 13 top 10s and 3 full seasons with Roush Fenway. He did split time this year with Matt Kenseth in the number 6. Richard Childress Racing driver Ryan Newman mentioned as a possible driver for the number 6, although Newman could easily return to RCR. Xfinity Series DC Solar 300 Saturday at Las Vegas, and the Camping World Truck Series Round 2 of the championship round of 8. Las Vegas 350 coming up Friday night. Johnny Sauter leads the points race by 6 over Brett Mott. That's your Mahindra Race Flash. Flash. Powered by SB Nation Radio.
This is Coach Brent Hill, head coach AD of the Op Bobcats. Listen to the Op Bobcats review and the Bobcats preview on your official Bobcat broadcast station, WOPP.
The Horn Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't, listen to our friends on WOPP. The folks at Horn Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
This is Ward's Daily Almanac. I'm WB Ward. Today is Thursday, September 13th, and today one person gave away almost 300 cars. That and more on Ward's Daily Almanac. From the pen of T.J. Lovelace comes Dark Storms, Reign of the Breeders. Dark Storms is a tale of an adult supernatural drama about Riot Ruppins, demigod and breeder who never forgave the gods for driving his mother to suicide. Follow Riot through his journey as he seeks to save young innocent lives from spilling into his mother's world. Dark Storms, Reign of the Breeders is available now as an audiobook from Audible.com, Amazon, or iTunes. Find more about Dark Storms at WBWard.com. Among those born today, a man who gave us all a sweet tooth, Milton Hershey. Other birthdays today include Dr. Walter Reed, Bill Monroe, Mel Torme, and Jacqueline Bissett. Today in 1899, Henry Bliss stepped from a streetcar and into the history books. Unfortunately, he also stepped in front of a taxi and quickly became the first automobile fatality. The first ever episode was called What a Night for a Night, and it was broadcast on this date in 1969, and it was the debut of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Tonight in 1990 was the beginning of a television franchise for cop shows. Tonight was the opening night on NBC for the first episode of Law & Order. TV talk show host Oprah Winfrey gave a brand new car to everyone in her studio audience on this day in 2004. A total of 276 cars in all, but nothing, as they say, is free. Federal and state income taxes added up to about $6,000 for most winners. That's a look at Thursday, September 13th. To find out what happened on this or any other day of the year, just visit my website at WBWard.com. That address again is WBWard.com.
The cable company salesman comes door to door in our neighborhood, and he's given us the sales pitch, and he makes it sound amazing.
Amazing, but not so long-lasting. Dave Willis on Focus on the Family Minute explaining how sometimes marriage can be like the cable company's promises.
But I think in marriage, that's how so many of us do it. We give each other our best in that dating phase. We make time for each other. You know, those first 12 months, man, we're bringing flowers. We're doing all these romantic gestures. We're making communication a priority. But then the longer it goes, especially guys, let me challenge you if you're listening, I think that once that pursuit phase is over, we shift into this gear where we think, now all of a sudden pursuit is over, I don't have to pursue her anymore. But guys, your wife needs a lifelong pursuit. She wants to be the apple of your eye. She wants to be, adored by you for her whole life, and she deserves that. But yet, we tend to give as little as we can give, and all of a sudden we have that cable company marriage.
More from Dave at FamilyMinute.org.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston Butts, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless New York strip steaks, $5.99 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, never frozen, $1.77 a pound. Star-Kissed tuna, 5-ounce cans, 4 for $3. Arm & Hammer laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Brawny paper towels, 6 big rolls, $5.99. Coke, Sprite, and Mellow Yellow 12-pack cans, 3 for $10. Mississippi sweet potatoes, 3 pounds for 99 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA. Fresh whole Boston Butts, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless New York strip steaks, $5.99 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, never frozen, $1.77 a pound.
Rich, once again, you're trying to screw me up. Your system sucks that you have there. All right, let's try it again.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Your
Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Thursday morning, it is the 13th day of September. Time now.
It sucks, Rich.
A.m. as I make this National Hurricane Center new advisory.
The audio sucks.
Now, the winds may not be as strong as they used to be in Florence. However, the storm is now larger, and the wind field, the hurricane wind field and the tropical storm wind field is larger. So the danger from Florence is just as strong as it once was. All right, so this storm will be coming on shore with tropical storm force winds this morning and the hurricane force winds later. Now, what about the erratic path? Will the path affect Alabama in any way? I've got the latest track information on that. What about Isaac in the Caribbean or coming into the Caribbean? Is this a storm we need to watch? Well, according to a couple of computer models, maybe. We'll have the latest on Isaac. And plus, speaking of the Gulf of Mexico, what about that system called 95L? Will it get the name Kirk today or over the next couple of days? I'm glad you're here this morning. Let's start talking about our weather for today.
So that weak frontal system is starting to fade away today, but still there'll be some scattered showers and thunderstorms in our area today. Rain chances running about 40%. Future radar looks pretty healthy. Hey, I had an inch of rain, over an inch of rain in my house yesterday. Maybe you had a good downpour as well. So I've got the rain chances pegged around 40%, with a high temperature around 92. We had 94 yesterday. Tonight's low 73, winds northeast at 5 to 10. Tomorrow, we have drying effects because of the hurricane. In other words, our area is sinking, so not as many storms tomorrow. They'll be isolated. And then on Saturday, I think the rain chances are just about nil. Hardly any showers on the radar Saturday and probably Sunday as well. Again, because of the outskirt drying effects around the tropical storm, which will be a tropical storm at that time. And then a tropical depression on Monday will edge the rain chances at 20% Monday and more like 10% again on Tuesday as the storm moves away from us. So we've got 40% today, 20% Friday, less than 20% Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, and I'll edge it up a little bit, 20% Monday, as the outer wall kind of edges towards eastern Alabama of that tropical system with high temperatures in the low to mid-90s. Now, out of the tropics, we have 2 hurricanes. We have 2 tropical storms. We have an area to watch, and we have Invest 95L in the Gulf of Mexico that I'll talk about in just a second. First, Florence, which is a larger storm this morning. It is a larger hurricane. Even though the winds have gone down to 110 miles per hour, Category 2. The hurricane force wind field is larger, and so is the tropical storm force wind field. And here's the storm on future radar, barreling towards the coast, first into North Carolina, but then kind of making that little bend right there towards the South Carolina coast. So notice how it hangs around the coast for a while. It slows down the steering currents. It comes in perhaps as Category 2, and then it kind of skips around the coast for a couple of days. So late tonight, maybe a Category 2 hurricane coming into North Carolina and making that little bend. Still a Category 1 hurricane tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and even at 2 a.m. Saturday, a 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm. And notice how the models then bend this thing generally towards the north and northwest, towards the Appalachian. The rainfall on the coast could be ridiculous, 20 to 30 inches perhaps, maybe localized 40 inches perhaps, and then some really strong rainfall totals in the mountains as well. Here's Isaac coming into the Caribbean with a tropical storm warning in effect for the Caribbean islands right now. It'll probably be just a weak tropical storm as it goes through the Caribbean, but don't write Isaac off yet. Some of the models want to take it into the Atlantic. A lot of models want to take it into the Yucatan Peninsula, and a few take it into the Gulf of Mexico. For instance, here's the well-respected European. Next Friday, the 21st, about 8 days from now, taking it into the Central Gulf as a pretty respectable system, and the Canadian model agrees. It's got a pretty well-respected, nice little system south of the northern Gulf Coast. We'll watch it. Meanwhile, out in the Gulf now, not many thunderstorms out there, but a little twist in the clouds. This is Invest 95L, which needs to be watched. The Hurricane Center says a 60% chance of developing into a depression or maybe tropical storm Kirk as it moves in the direction of Texas. So yeah, we'll continue watching 95L because it is in our backyard.
On the Wilmington National Weather Service radar, now the eye wall of Florence is starting to show up as the storm kind of barrels towards the coast, and it will slow down as it gets closer to the coast. I hope you have a great day today. We're live on the radio this morning, 6 to 9 on News Talk 98. also live talking weather this morning with Ryan Stinnett on CBS 8 and ABC 32. Watch us on TV at 5:50 a.m. And again at 6:40 a.m. our morning crew interacts with their morning crew. I'll have another video for you first thing tomorrow morning, bright and early, online by 4:45 a.m. And of course, blog updates throughout the weekend. And I will be posting information throughout the day today, updated information on the storms out there, okay? All right, and your forecast across the dial, whenever you want it, on 8 radio stations, the Blue Water family of stations. You got all day to have a good one.
The Up Stockyard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. This Tuesday, 100 head, 3 to 5 year old, mostly Angus Brangus, cows with a few Charolais cross, fall calves, 6 to 8 months old. 20 head Longhorn cows, 3 Longhorn bulls, half will be in pairs, and half regular bred cows. 30 head of Charolais and Angus cows, 10 in which will have calves at their side. Red to horned heifer.
You might get you a Tuesday job there, man.
From one place picked up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Op Stockyard, Florella Highway. For more information, call John Edwards, 850-978-0346. The Op Stockyard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday.
Lance Jackson CPA and his staff are very excited about the Op Bobcat football season and are strong supporters of the Op Bobcats. Lance Jackson CPA provides accounting, tax, and consulting services. Call 493-7515. Everyone at Lance Jackson CPA wishes all Bobcats an amazing season and is proud to say go Bobcats. Lance Jackson CPA and L. Lance Jackson PC, members of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and Alabama Society of CPAs.
This is Coach Brent Hill, head coach AD of the Op Bobcats. Listen to the Op Bobcats review and the Bobcats preview on your official Bobcat broadcast station, WOPP.
The Horn Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't listen to our friends on WOPP, the folks at Horn Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
Hi, this is Barry McKnight, voice of the Troy Trojans, and you're in tune. WOPP, Op Alabama, the Trojans' oldest affiliate.
Touchdown! Men of Troy! Troy fans, this is Coach Neil Brown. Remember, you can catch every great moment of Trojan football on the radio this fall, right here.
The Trojans hit the road for the first time when Troy goes to Lincoln to meet the Nebraska Cornhuskers this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. on Troy football's oldest radio affiliate, WOPP AM 1290.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Thursday morning, partly cloudy, daybreak low temperature, a muggy 73. 50-50 chance of showers after 1 today. Otherwise, a mixture of sun and clouds will top out with a high near 90. Slight chance of showers after midnight Thursday night. Continued partly cloudy, nighttime low 73. Friday, mostly sunny, high 93. That's the latest.
Hey, 73 is our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the southeast, maybe a mile. The official sunrise at 6:29. The official sunset, 6:55. We're overcast, 74 degrees, here at the studios of WOPP. Well, it's supposed to be burning love. But it's the live crap before it, and I don't like that. So we're going to have to change that. And we're going to have to tell you what, we're going to get rid of that song. Here's Ronnie McDowell.
I said, older women, they understand. I've been around some, and I have discovered that older women know just how to please a man. love those young women from 18 on up to 25. Well, I love them too, but I'm telling you, learning how to really love takes a little time. Older women are beautiful lovers. I said older women, Lord, they understand. I've been around some, and I have discovered that older women know just how to please a man. So baby, don't you worry about growing older. Those young girls ain't got nothing on you. 'Cause it takes some living to get good at giving. And giving love's just where you could teach them a thing or two. Older women are beautiful lovers. I said older women, they understand. I've been around some, and I have discovered that older women know just how to please a man. Older women are beautiful lovers. Older women, they understand. I've been around some, I've been around, have discovered that older women know just how to please a man. Older women are beautiful, I said older women, they understand. Oh, please release me, let me go. I don't love you anymore. To live together is a sin. Release me and let me love again. Oh, I have found a new love, dear, and I'll always want her near. Her lips are warm while yours are cold. Release me, darling, let me go. So please release me, let me go. I don't love you anymore. To live together is a sin. Release me and let me love again. Release me and let me love again.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Hurricane Florence taking aim at the Carolinas. Now a dangerous Category 2 storm. The maximum sustained winds 110 miles per hour. Although forecasters say that some strengthening is expected. Kicking up enormous 80-foot waves. The size of the hurricane's wind field is expanding. Life-threatening storm surges expected along with destructive winds and catastrophic flooding. The storm's rain bands just starting to lash the coastal Carolinas. Once the hurricane does arrive, it's expected to move very slowly, prolonging devastating winds and flooding rains. Some spots could get up to 40 inches of rain, according to forecasters. 1.7 million people under mandatory and voluntary evacuation orders, and more than 10 million live in places currently under storm watches or warnings. Dow futures are up 33 points. More details at srnnews.com.
Pat Boone here again for Relief Factor, the company that's helping thousands.
Where is it? I wasn't ready. Spiders, stingers. There we go. I was off in the back 40 with my mind, which is easy to do. CCB time is 6:31. Time to go by and register for the drawing each week at CCB here in Opp. There's a drawing for 2 tickets to the tomorrow night's game, the homecoming game, and a voucher for concessions. Now, they'll draw at 5 o'clock this afternoon, so be sure to go by before 5. A member FDIC. Good morning, I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, brought to you by
Harper Appliances,
TNC Pharmacy,
Southern Independent Bank,
The Farmers IGA,
Power South,
JR's Lawnmower Shop,
the Woodmore,
and Mizell Memorial Hospital.
Well, the housing options on the eastern side of Dothan could get a boost should plans for a 230 apartment complex gain approval. Plans for the Oaks on Main, a development that ranges between East Main Street, Columbia Highway, and Ross Clark Circle, have been submitted to the Dothan Planning Department. The Dothan Planning Commission will consider a request to rezone some portions of the property from H1 heavy industrial to RA residential apartment, and a proposed development plan for the complex next Wednesday at 9 a.m. The development plan includes 141 bedroom apartments, 82 2-bedroom units, and 3 3-bedroom dwellings. The plat also includes 3 different park areas, a pool, and a car wash maintenance bay. The complex also has 420 parking spaces, including 24 garage spots.
A crash involving a Matt's Mini bus sent all the bus passengers to the hospital in Montgomery. According to the Montgomery Police Department Captain Regina Duckett, the crash happened on West Fairview Avenue at Interstate 65, involved the bus and a pickup truck. 7 bus passengers, all adults, were taken to the hospitals for treatment of minor injuries. The driver of the truck was not injured. The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Local health officials say they are already seeing cases of the flu, especially in the very young. The season typically runs from October and can run as late as May, with activity tending to peak between December and February, according to the CDC. Meanwhile, flu vaccines are already available locally. Most pharmacies and doctors' offices carry shots that protect against the influenza strains. The Covington County Health Department has already administered the first shots. A second vaccination day is set for 7:30 a.m. until noon on Tuesday, October the 2nd.
The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is investigating after a body was pulled from Lake Martin Tuesday morning. According to Corporal Jesse Thornton, ALEA Marine Patrol responded to the area of the lake near Kawaii after receiving reports of a body in the water. A man was recovered and pronounced dead. The Elmore County Sheriff Office responded to the call initially, but Marine Patrol took the lead once it determined what had happened. The victim's identity has not been released.
After the mysterious Planned Parenthood Southeastern PAC dissolved on August the 23rd, questions arose about the legality of its actions. However, records made publicly available by the Secretary of State's office now show that another PAC named Alabama for Healthy Families has registered to seemingly take its place. The newly formed PAC lists verbatim all of the same registration information as the now dissolved entity, including the Parenthood Southeast President and CEO Stacy Fox serving as the PAC chair, and the organization's Alabama State Director Katie Glenn serving as the PAC treasurer, along with the same address, phone number, and email address. Even the mission statement was copy and pasted, with the old PAC's name accidentally left in. The new PAC registered on August the 29th with the Secretary of State's office, which was 2 days after Yellowhammer News reported on the original PAC dissolving, and the day after Planned Parenthood Southeast ignored the news outlets' attempts for follow-up on the story. Well, the active PAC registered after the old one was dissolved, their registration paper states that the PAC was formed on August the 1st, meaning that the two PACs would have been in simultaneous existence.
NBC Nightly News anchor Lester Holt will visit Montgomery on his nationwide Across America tour. NBC announced last night during the week of October the 8th, Holt will anchor NBC Nightly News from 5 states over 5 days. The exact date Holt will be in Montgomery has not been released. In addition to Montgomery, he will visit Houston, Texas, Kansas City, Missouri, that is, and of course San Diego, California, and Tampa, Florida. This is Holt's third nationwide tour. Earlier this spring, Holt traveled to Portland, Oregon, Denver, Colorado, Chicago, Illinois, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. The series began in January of 2017. Check your time. It is now 6:37 here at WOPP.
1106 for Harper Appliances for warranty work and most commercial appliances and ice machines. For home or commercial electrical repair or installation. Both Harper
Got a storage?
Appliances,
Need something?
504
I've got
1106. Air conditioning and heat pump repair. At Harper Appliances, we don't just repair, we fix it the right way. Harper Appliances, phone 504-1106.
Big Flavor is back. You're looking at charred broiled beef lit by fire, kissed by melty American cheese on a golden toasted line. Mouth-watering flavor at a jaw-dropping price. Charbroiled sliders starting at $1.25. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Big breakfast flavor is here. Applewood smoked bacon or freshly grilled sausage, fluffy eggs, golden melty cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Good morning. Start at Hardee's. Get 2 breakfast sliders for $2.99.
Mizell Memorial Hospital wants you to know when you respond to a stroke, every minute counts. Use the acronym FAST, FAST, to know if it is a stroke. FACE, numbness or tingling, severe headache or difficulty seeing. Arms, numbness or weakness. Speech, trouble speaking or slurred speech. Time, if you observe any of these signs, call 911 immediately. Mizell Memorial Hospital is a member of Southeast Alabama Medical Center Stroke Care Network and can provide patients with the highest level of advanced stroke care, which means a coordinated and quicker response time for our patients. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Charles William Fulmer, age 87, of Opp, passed away Tuesday at the Opp Health and Rehab. Survived by son Steve Fulmer and wife Angie, daughters Carol Stuckey, Mindy Jordan, and husband Jim, Becky Weeks and husband Jeff, sister Dorothy Malone, 7 grandchildren. Funeral services for Coach Charles William Fulmer will be held 11 a.m. from the White Funeral Home and Chapel, with full military graveside honors followed in Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be held 1 hour prior to services. Jerry D. Hall, age 84, of Andalusia, passed away Friday at the Florella Nursing Home. A celebration of life ceremony will be held 11 a.m. A visitation will be held Thursday beginning at 10 at Foreman Funeral Home of Chapel. Jerry D. Hall is survived by wife Sally Patton Hall, son Roy C. Hall, stepchildren Mike Patton and wife Jeannie, Angie Kelly and her husband Kevin, 2 grandsons. The family requests Bibles to be purchased through the Gillians to further the kingdom of God. Aaron Tidwell, age 69, a resident of El, passed away Monday at his home. Funeral services will be held at Hayes Funeral Home and Chapel at 2 p.m. Burial will be at the Evergreen Cemetery. Aaron Tidwell is survived by wife Kathy Marla Tidwell, daughter Renee and Andy Bradshaw, son Tim Tidwell, and son Reverend Chris and Kim Tidwell, daughter Tracy Jones, daughter Stephanie and Brian Register, 9 grandchildren, 2 sisters, Vicky and Billy Dobbs, Debbie and Sam Isaacs, 4 brothers, Clyde and Sybil Tidwell, Ronnie and Sherry Tidwell, Mark and Sabrina Tidwell, Dale and Sissy Tidwell. James Albert Sims, age 90, of Red Level, passed away Tuesday at the Andalusia Hospital. Funeral services will be held at 2:30 at the Foreman Funeral Home. Burial will be at the New Home Cemetery in McKenzie. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to services at Foreman Funeral Home. James Albert Sims is survived by wife Janice Sims, children Larry and Galen Sims, Alvin and Brenda Sims, Kelly and Jerome Armstrong, Angela York, Pamela and Jerry Vaughn, Calvin and Heather York, 19 grand, 36 great-grandchildren, sister and brother-in-law Faye and George Fabian. Vernell Craig, age 72 of Andalusia, passed away Monday at the Andalusia Hospital. Funeral service will be held Friday at 10 a.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home and Chapel. Visitation will be 5 o'clock until 7 p.m. at Vegas, survived by wife Flora Lawrence Craig, two sons Michael Craig and Mark Craig, brother and sister-in-law Larry and Diane Craig, sister-in-law Faye Craig, and Pearl Craig Durrell. Memorials can be made to the Red Level School Library. Patrick Thomas Smith, age 81 of Florella, passed away Monday. Survived by daughters Tracy Phillip and husband Darrell, Deborah Lloyd and husband David Runyon, and Juanita Taylor. Son Chip Lloyd, sisters Mary Agnes Tingela and husband Donald, Marilyn Saffer, brothers Lyle Smith and Richard Smith, 7 grand and 9 great-grandchildren. A gathering of remembrance and celebration for Patrick Thomas Smith's life will be at his home in Florella, 2128 Kenton Road, 11 a.m. Saturday. Visitation will be 1 hour before services. Donations in memory of Patrick can be made to the Cancer Freeze, Florella. Audrey Lou Rose, age 58, a resident of Luverne, passed away Monday. A memorial service will be held at 1 p.m. Saturday at the Free Will Baptist Church in Luverne. Audrey Lou Rose is survived by 4 children, Nikki and Sheldon Morrell, Nikki and John Island, Nicole and Anthony Goodwin, and Donald, Scooter, and Megan Bell. 13 grandchildren, a great-grandson, stepfather Theo Talley, 2 sisters, Janice and Ben Stewart, and Rebecca Rose Tomlin, 4 brothers, Joseph Rose, Ricky and Deborah Rose, Mark Rose, and Jamie Rhodes.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
JR's Lawnmower Shop, Pop, Alabama. It's hot weather, folks, and hey, that grass is growing, the rain is coming. We've got the power equipment to take care of you. Husqvarna, we're a total source dealer, will not be undersold. Grasshopper, we got grasshoppers, 48-inch all the way up to a big 72-inch. We will not be undersold. Did I say financing? We got some great deals on financing. If you got approved credit, 0% interest on most models. Hey, folks, come see us. We are your power source when it comes to outdoor power equipment. Did I say about the steel weed eaters? We got a great lineup of steel weed eaters, all the way from the handheld trimmers to the backpack blowers. Don't forget our golf cart lineup. We'll monopolize Yamaha dealer and E-Z-Go. And yes, we carry Yeti and the Big Green Yeti. Don't forget us, we will not be undersold. JR's Lawnmower Shop is located Highway 84, better known as Cummins Avenue in the Cotton Mill Village. Come see us.
Over the past several years, interest rates have hovered near historic lows to the point that would-be borrowers have become accustomed to low rates. In mid-June, the Federal Reserve not only raised interest rates, but announced their intentions to raise rates again at least once in 2018. If you have a need for a personal loan, a business loan, or a home loan, come see us today to take advantage of still attractive rates and our exceptional loan service. Southern Independent Bank, in Op and Andalusia, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
From the Op Police Department on Monday at 1:37 p.m., Op officers arrest a 24-year-old female resident of Andalusia on North Main Street on a warrant for harassing communications. Wednesday morning at 10:55 a.m., Op Police Department units, the Op Fire Department responded to a 2-vehicle collision at the intersection of State Highway 134 in the bypass. No injuries reported. Traffic was restricted in the area for approximately 30 minutes due to the road blockage. The Op Police Department reporting 3 in their jail, Andalusia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department booked in 8, 1 failure to appear, 1 public lewdness, 1 holding for another agency, 1 driving under the influence, 1 violation of probation, 1 possession of meth, 2nd degree, and drug paraphernalia, 1 trafficking and distribution, and 1 public intoxication. 3 released, 188 in the Covington County Jail. Despite the pleas to the Covington County Commission Tuesday morning to keep Pigeon Creek Bridge on Lloyd Mill Road open, the bridge was barricaded and closed at noon. Residents of the North End pleaded with county commissioners to keep Pigeon Creek Bridge open. There were 40 people in attendance at the meeting, and 13 of those asked the county to keep the bridge open. Assistant County Engineer Ron Weiner said last week the county has 159 bridges that are beyond their estimate service lives. He estimated the county could replace 12 other bridges for the estimated $2.3 to $3 million it would cost to replace the 88-year-old Pigeon Creek Bridge. Commissioner Kylan Lewis said the Pigeon Creek Bridge issue has been kicked around from the previous commissions and kept on being kicked down the road. Commissioner Tony Holmes said that he was scared to even cross the bridge. Commissioner Joe Barton said he believes an alternate route could be built in 180 days once funding is secured. Tuesday, the county engineer closed Pigeon Creek Bridge. Commission Chairman Greg White issued a press release stating the commission will work hard to find funding for an alternative route or replacing the bridge. Our high school theme for this homecoming parade, Where Dreams Come True, Disney theme. Scheduled for the homecoming parade lineup at 1 p.m. Parade departs off High School 145. The band joins at the Opp Middle School parking lot at 1:50 and will be in downtown Opp at 2 p.m. Opp High School dress-up days for homecoming week. Today, Opp High School is where dreams come true. Wear your homecoming shirt. Friday, dress like royalty and dress for success. The Opp City schools will dismiss early for homecoming. Opp Elementary School will dismiss at 11:30. The Opp Middle School will dismiss 11:45. Opp High School will dismiss at 12 noon. The homecoming pep rally will be streamed live from the gymnasium on the NFHS network. Also, the audio of the announcement of order of court will be on WOPP. Opp High School 2018-2019 homecoming court announcement Friday afternoon at the pep rally. Due to the fact that we have two categories that have a tie, we will have 12 members on the court this year. Court is in alphabetical order. Cassie Adams, Presley Brackey, Haley Brundage, K.O. Copeland, Kaylee Elliott, Sarah K. Horn, Jalen Parker, Haley Prater, Tayi Thompson, Abby Jo Weatherford, Maddie Wismer, Jason Zorn. Mr. and Mrs. Opp High, Tanya Thompson, Devon Dawson. Good citizenship boy and girl, Presley Brackey, Seth Dollison. The Opp City Board of Education will be holding the regularly scheduled monthly meeting 4 p.m. at the superintendent's office. The public's invited to attend.
LBWCC Adult Education is now offering the Microsoft Digital Literacy Certification. This program is being offered in Andalusia, Opp, Greenville, Laverne, and Florella. Our class hours are flexible to accommodate busy schedules. This program is for anyone interested in basic computer skills. All of our adult education services are free. For more information, contact Noel Worley at 334-881-2231.
The Kiwanis Club Tri-Cities Florello sponsoring a family event this Saturday. Craft show, silent auction, pancake breakfast, $5. All you can eat beginning at 7 a.m. Skeet shooting at 9:30 at the Ag Building in Paxton. This is a fundraiser to help support local children of our communities. Thank you for your support. The Opp City Council meeting set for Monday, September the 17th has been changed to Monday, September the 24th. All meetings are open to the public. The 27th Annual Save a Life Banquet will be held Monday at 6:30 at the Kiwanis Community Center in Andalusia. Guest speakers will be the Olympic runner Jim Ryan and his wife Ann. Tickets are $20. They are available in Andalusia at Tabby D's, Christian Book and Gift Shop, in Opp at the Opp Chamber of Commerce, and Larry's Prescription, in Florella at the Pharmacare. For more information, contact Save a Life Family Hope Center, 222-0644 to reserve a ticket. From the Opp Police Department on Monday at 1:37 p.m., Opp officers arrest a 24-year-old female resident of Andalusia on North Main Street on a warrant for harassing communications. Wednesday morning at 10:55 a.m., Opp Police Department units, the Opp Fire Department responded to a two-vehicle collision at the intersection of State Highway 134 in the bypass. No injuries reported. Traffic was restricted in the area for approximately 30 minutes due to the road blockage.
Are you tired of calling your pharmacy and hearing this?
To request a refill, press 1. For pharmacy hours, press 3. To speak to a pharmacy associate.
Then hang up the phone and give us a call at 493-4517.
Oops.
TNC Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, where you will talk directly to one of our pharmacy staff members without having to remember which
That's
number
in
to
the
put.
front 40.
We'll gladly transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy to our pharmacy. Your insurance copay will be the same, and if you pay cash, we offer competitive cash prices. So skip the hassle and give us a call at TNC Pharmacy, 101 Parish Avenue, Opp, 493-4517.
One of the biggest questions facing Opp, Alabama, and the good old USA is, what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence, but as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care. In sports today, Opp Middle School football at Geneva, 3:30 Opp Middle School volleyball at Kinston JR, 4 o'clock Opp High School volleyball at Kinston JV and varsity. High school football for tonight. T.R. Miller travels to St. Michael's Catholic. High school football matchup for Friday. Opp will host Houston Academy for homecoming, broadcast live here on WOPP. Andalusia will host Monroe County. Strong will host Slocum.
Careful for a moment.
Home will be at Red Level. Florella
Careful for a
Bradley.
moment. I'm going to try
Missouri
something.
will be at Zion Chapel.
Pardon me,
Will
folks.
host Calhoun. Crenshaw Christian will be
Pardon
at
me,
Sparta
folks.
Academy. Elbow will be at Kinston.
Pardon me, folks.
Brockton will host Central of Haneyville.
Pardon me,
Enterprise will
folks.
host Smith Station. Georgiana at McKenzie. Sampson at Goshen.
There we go.
Evergreen at East Cambria County.
Let's
Greenville
see.
will host Valley. Charles
Hang on,
Henderson will
folks.
host Oxford.
I'm trying
WS
something
Hill will host Clark County. Fulmerton will
to
be
get
at
the
Excel. Geneva will host Pike
a
County.
little bit better
Geneva
shot.
County will host
Hang on,
Haneyville.
folks. Hang on,
Kickoff
folks.
set for 7 p.m.
Hang on,
College
folks.
football for
As I move it
Saturday.
around.
Troy will be at Nebraska.
Hang
kickoff
on,
11
folks.
a.m. Broadcast
Hang
live
on,
here
folks.
WOPP.
Hang on,
Auburn will
folks.
host LSU. Kickoff
Hang
at
on,
2:30
folks.
in the afternoon on ABC.
Hang on, folks.
Alabama will be at Ole Miss.
Let me
Kickoff
get this
at
up
6
here.
on ESPN. There will be a fun day this Saturday at the Opp Saddle Club Arena. Barrel exhibition will run from 4 o'clock until 4:30. Fun day events will begin at 5. You must be signed up to compete by 4:30. There will be classes for all ages. Please call 504-1391 for more information. The Andalusia Youth Soccer League is in full swing, practicing Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights at the Kiwanis Center. Now, Saturday will be opening day,
Okay.
Adventure Day, for the City Youth Soccer League. Fall Horse
Hang on.
Ride, Saturday, October
Still ain't got it quite like I want it.
Geneva State Forest Lake. Registration 8:30 until 9:30 a.m. Ride out at 10. Complimentary lunch. Donation of $10 or more greatly appreciated. Check out our Facebook. Geneva State Forest Stakeholder Volunteers, LLC.
There we go, I
For
think.
information, phone Donna 334
I think that's what I want.
0271. Proceeds support
There we
community
go.
education and recreation at Geneva
There we
State
go.
Forest.
Maybe.
The Andalusia Kiwanis Club annual Candyland Christmas
And then a little bit-
5K and half marathon this
Trying to get
year.
some of the roof down
fundraiser
and
will go to
more
all
where we're at.
track teams in the county. This would include Andalusia, Strawn, Opp, Red Level, Pleasant Home, and Full
Okay.
Level. The Candyland Christmas 5K
All right.
and half
That cloud's
marathon
coming in again.
will be held on
I
Saturday,
don't know how to get rid of
December
it
the
now.
8th at 7:30 a.m. at the Andalusia City Hall. Registration may be found online at ChronicoTrack.com.
There we
That's
go.
State Line Action News.
There we go.
It's only locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense. This is your hometown.
The Up Stockyard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. This Tuesday, 100 head, 3 to 5 year old, mostly Angus Frangus, cows with a few Charolais cross, fall calves, 6 to 8 months old. 20 head Longhorn cows, 3 Longhorn bulls, half will be in pairs, and half regular bred cows. 30 head of Charolais and Angus cows, 10 in which will have calves at their side. Reg, a horned heifer. 100 head of yearlings from one place picked up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Ops Stockyard, Florella Highway. For more information, call John Edwards, 850-978-0346. The Ops Stockyard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday.
Touchdown! Men of Troy! Troy fans, this is Coach Neil Brown. Remember, you can catch every great moment of Trojan football on the radio this fall, right here.
The Trojans hit the road for the first time when Troy goes to Lincoln to meet the Nebraska Cornhuskers this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. on Troy football's oldest radio affiliate, WOPP AM 1290.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Thursday morning, partly cloudy, daybreak low temperature, a muggy 73. 50-50 chance of showers after 1 today. Otherwise, a mixture of sun and clouds will top out with a high near 90. Slight chance of showers after midnight Thursday night. Continued partly cloudy, nighttime low 73. Friday, mostly sunny, high 93. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOP.
73 is our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the southeast, what little there is. The official sunrise at 6:29. The official sunset at 6:55. We lose a minute and 52 seconds from yesterday for a total daylight today, 13 hours and 14 minutes. 75 degrees, overcast, here at the studios of WOPP. 40% it is on rain. That's 40 today and 40 tonight, so keep that in mind also this morning.
The Legion Post 157, Highway 29 North in Ghent is open Tuesday through Saturday. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Until you also get pool tournament every Thursday night. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night. Free pool Tuesday through Thursday. And we have bar snack. At the American Legion, drop in and say hi to Jeannie. At the American Legion, Post 157, Highway 29 in Ghent.
Bring the whole family out to Talladega Super Speedway for the Kids VIP experience. Kids 12 and under can choose from a number of great options behind the scenes, like guided garage tours, pre-race photo ops, and more. This is more than a race. This is Talladega.
Earn your degree online from Troy, a state university with a proud history of helping students achieve their career goals. Troy was one of the first universities to offer online learning to its students. And whether you're earning a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, Troy University gives you the education, flexibility, and personal attention you need to succeed. Do what you love and be great at it. That's the Trojan Warrior spirit. Feel it at troy.edu/online warrior. Apply by October 5th to begin classes this term.
Come and get the best donuts in the Wiregrass at the Op Donut Shop, featuring classic yeast glazed and designer donuts. Tired of the same old dry biscuits in the morning? Try their delicious breakfast sandwich made of a glazed or plain yeast roll with bacon or sausage, egg, and cheddar cheese. And don't forget the coffee. Their premium coffee is the best around. Plus they have iced coffee, cappuccino, frappe. Lunch, try a delicious BLT with your choice of cheeses. The Op Donut Shop, open Monday through Saturday from 6 until 2. Located at 112 West Covington Avenue, across from the Op Gun Shop. Call 493-0830
and order a dozen donuts today.
This is WOPV in Op, Alabama. The time is 7 a.m.
This hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Hurricane Florence is out of rain bands starting to push ashore along the coastal Carolinas. The beginning of what's expected to be a devastating multi-day weather event. Florence, currently a Category 2 storm, although strengthening is expected. The National Hurricane Center's Ed Rappaport warning of potentially deadly storm surge, destructive winds, and catastrophic rainfall, perhaps up to 40 inches of rain in some spots.
We're expecting flooding along the coast from storm surge, the potential destructive winds at the coast, and then significant inland flooding from rainfall. And this is a big risk coming in the next couple of days. The hazards will be increasing. The conditions will be deteriorating.
The hurricane now
Fun,
200 miles east
all day
southeast
long.
of Wilmington, North Carolina, scrolling to the northwest at 15 miles per hour. President Trump says the Fed's taking a hand-on approach to the gathering storm.
My administration is in close coordination with state and local authorities and FEMA These are tremendous people also, as you know.
You ain't gonna
They've
fail
already
like
placed
Little
extensive
Bush and
resources on the ground,
Obama.
including search and rescue experts, power restoration, and medical support.
Forecasters warn of the very real possibility of record flooding from the hurricane, the remnants of which could spread rain across much of the east into the middle of next week. A $147 billion spending plan has cleared the Senate, now on its way to the House. First of 3 funding bills required to keep the government running beyond month's end. The gunman killed 5 people, including his wife, before turning the gun on himself. It happened in 2 locations in Bakersfield, California. Been no word on a motive for yesterday's bloodshed. On Wall Street this morning, Dow futures up 72 points. NASDAQ futures 28 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's start with baseball action. The Rockies get a walk-off win to avoid having the Dodgers inch closer in the NL West standings.
Rockies second baseman DJ LeMahieu hit his first ever walk-off home run to back up a perfect performance by Colorado's bullpen. The final 5-4. The Rockies bullpen picked up starter John Gray, putting together a franchise record 5 perfect innings. Diamondback starter Patrick Corbin had kept Arizona in the game, scattering 10 hits and holding the Rockies to 3 runs. Arizona drops to 3.5 games back in the division, while Colorado keeps a 1.5 game lead over the Dodgers in the West. Corey Lopez, Denver.
And the rest of the National League, it was the Brewers over the Cubs 5-1, Nationals 5, Phillies 1, the Mets blanked Miami 13-0. It was the Braves over the Giants 2-1, Pittsburgh 4, St. Louis 3, and the Dodgers beat Cincinnati 8-1. This is SRN Sports. In the American League yesterday, Houston 5, Tigers 4, the Rays over Cleveland 3-1. A's blanked the Orioles 10-0, while Boston won its 100th game of the season, edging Toronto 1-0. Twins 3, Yankees 1, White Sox over Kansas City 4-2 in 12 innings, and the Angels beat Texas 8-1. Interleague play, San Diego 5 and Seattle 4. NFL news, Packers coach Mike McCarthy says Aaron Rodgers is still questionable for the game on Sunday against the Vikings. He hurt his knee during last Sunday's win over the Bears, though he did return for the second half to lead a big comeback. Rodgers said after the game he would undergo more tests, though he planned to play against Minnesota. Nick Foles will start again for the Eagles against the Buccaneers Sunday. He's been since Carson Wentz injured himself in Week 14 of last season. And Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger hopes his bad right elbow will be good enough to go Sunday against Kansas City. This is SRN Sports.
Your home deserves to have an internet connection that's fast and reliable. That's why you need Mediacom Extreme, America's first 100% 1 gig technology network. Extreme delivers the speed you need to power your whole home. Get the best in-home entertainment when you switch today and save 56% on our Silver 60 package.
Fun.
You'll get supercharged internet speeds up to 60 meg, plus in-home Wi-Fi, plus more than 170 channels, plus free Showtime for 3 months, plus free TiVo DVR for 3 months. And big plus, no contract required. Switch today and get Silver 60 internet, TV, and phone for only $24.99 each per month for 1 year. Get incredible savings, plus so much more. Call 800-SIMPLIFY. Available to qualified new Mediacom customers switching from a competitive internet or TV provider. Price does not include activation, installation, local broadcast station surcharge, regional sports surcharge, taxes, and fees. Speed may vary and a monthly usage allowance applies. Additional restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call Mediacom for more details.
My name is Jay Jackson. I'm the general manager of J.M. Jackson.
Favorite Allen came out yesterday to pay me, and he said, I want you to know something. You got a fine young man on the air with you in the morning.
Back the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
Carrie Lanning and Joy Lanning, sales managers.
Well, some things change, some things remain.
Alan's on recording. No, Alan, the other guy. You mean Jay? Yeah, Jay.
Mighty nice of you.
Roll on highway, roll on Sell on Wheels.
Yeah, I was going to say, how in the world are you getting his favorism? He don't compliment hardly anybody, you know that.
Covington to East Covington.
For me,
a pit stop at Merle Norman.
we have battle like crazy, but we're getting along now.
If you want to get in Zell's pallet,
But I'm still frank about it. I still disagree with him on a lot of things, but 911 did him wrong. Now, I'm supporting him on that. I'll also tell him another thing I disagree with on it. That's life, is what I tell him. You had got degrees to be friends.
1842 East 3 Notch Street, Highway 29 North in Andalusia, where the catfish are farm-raised in Yazoo, Mississippi.
Believe me,
They're
Wesley,
11 to 2, Tuesday through Friday.
had
You get a
lunch with
lunch
them
basket
yesterday.
filled with fish strips, shrimp, or chicken. That includes a hush puppy and one of the following
Wesley.
slaw, french fries, or cheese grits. That's David's Catfish House, all you
I
can
like the
eat
heck out of
catfish
it.
and
Boy, do I
shrimp.
disagree
David's
with
Catfish
you.
House says go Bobcats and go Trojans.
Come and get the best donuts in the Wiregrass at the Op Donut Shop, featuring classic yeast glazed
There's a
and
wealth of
designer
knowledge.
donuts.
If you really wanted
Tired
to
of
go
the
after
same old
somebody,
dry
you'd be the
biscuits in the
attorney
morning?
you wanted
Try
to.
their delicious breakfast sandwich made up of glazed or plain yeast
Him or
rolls
my buddy
with
in the
bacon or
Dolphins.
sausage, egg and cheddar cheese. And don't forget the coffee. Their premium coffee is the best
talked to
around.
him
Plus they have
today.
iced coffee, cappuccino,
I was telling
frappes,
him,
and soft
well,
drinks.
several
For
many
lunch,
months ago
try
now.
a delicious
I said, well,
BLT with
I'm
your
planning on
choice
20
of
more
cheeses.
years.
The Op
I'm
Donut
making a
Shop,
20-year
open
plan
Monday
for
through
the
Saturday
radio
from
station.
6 until 2, located at
I
112
reckon you
West
getting ready to
Covington
retire.
Avenue.
And
Also,
so
the
who
Op
would
Donut
you
Shop.
recommend
Call
to
493
real lawyer?
0830 and order a dozen
I'm at a
donuts
same
today.
plan. So I don't plan on
Health and
retiring.
Rehabilitation, a division
So I
of
can take some
Wopp-Live
weeks off here and there.
Services, a family-owned
He said, you
business.
got myself.
We're a family. Our
That's pretty good.
residents
He's going to
maintain
save my ass on
well-being.
SIV.
We
I
care for
mean,
life. We
SBA.
provide
and all.
activities for residents.
And then I just
One-on-one
called him
meetings
for
and
advice.
family
He was
members
going
are
to talk about
always
locally.
welcome.
Be sure I'm being
Our
led right.
rehabilitation includes physical,
I
occupational,
mean, we
and
really
speech,
became friends.
short-term to long-term care. Visit our office at Op Health and Rehabilitation on Polk Avenue, phone 493-4558.
Covington Pecan Company will open the first Monday in October.
They say money does not grow on trees. The Covington Pecan Company says it does, but just falls on the ground in the form of a pecan. Covington Pecan Company is currently buying and cracking and shelling pecans too. The holidays are right around the corner, so turn your pecans into holiday cash at Covington Pecan
Brett said,
Company, located
it
at
was
811
Kelly
Virginia Avenue, off Alabama.
that
Hours
invited
are Monday through
Eddie.
Saturday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Phone is 334-493-7663, or visit their website,
You don't sell it, you don't broadcast it.
www.covingtonpecan.com.
Right.
So, pick up those pecans and
Well,
cash them in at Covington Pecan
I think
Company.
the
Covington
mayor's
Pecan
gonna
Company
get
will
on
open the
Kelly's
first
ass.
Monday in October.
Yes.
Cup-
She's
My
there
name
as
is Jay
representative
Jackson.
chamber.
I'm
She
the
has
general
no
manager of J&Jackson
power to
Chevrolet.
ask somebody in.
It's been a while
Nothing.
since you've been to
She's
see
nothing
us.
to the
If you've
committee.
never
Her
been to
vote really don't
J&Jackson,
count.
I would like to personally invite you to come see us.
Back the right way, the J.M. Jackson way.
Kerry Lanning and Joey Lanning, sales managers.
While some things change, some
Truth
things
is, the first year Pam we treated her, she was an outsider, but she's got the she's part for. I think she does deserve a vote now.
Oh, yeah. She puts a lot of work in it.
Here is your weather bug.
And you have to watch her.
I'm Ray
She-
Williams.
she
Thursday
looks
morning,
like her pal, but
partly cloudy,
hey,
daybreak low temperature,
I-
a muggy
once I know-
73,
when I know
50,
somebody, I know how to
50
handle it.
showers after 1
I
today.
know how to handle it.
Otherwise, mixture of sun and clouds will top out.
And she'll work like a
high
dog
near
for you. She
90.
works hard.
Slight chance of showers after midnight.
You beat somebody
Continue
on a
partly cloudy,
project.
nighttime low 73. Friday, mostly sunny, high 93. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOAP.
Hey, 73 is going to be our low this morning. The winds, well, they are from the southeast, what little there is. Thank God I see the sun finally coming out, Jay. Whew, I was getting worried there for a moment.
Well,
All morning long, man.
we don't have a big chance for rain.
No, well, we got 40-40.
40. What is 40-40?
40 today and 40 tonight.
Oh, okay.
That's 40-40.
Okay.
I have a work rain. Don't worry
So
about
that
it.
means 60-60 too, you know.
Oh, well, yeah. You can be optimistic, I reckon. If you was gambling, I reckon you'd look at it that way.
I guess you could.
Yeah, we got 60% chance of winning. But anyway, getting back to the weather. Well, actually, the time now. 6:29 is when the sun rose this morning, and it was set at 6:55. I mentioned this earlier this morning. We lost 1 minute and 52 seconds, and it's going to be only 13 hours and 14 minutes today. Guarantee you by Monday, Jay, we're going to be under the 13 hour.
Well, I don't know if we will by Monday, but we're going to be getting pretty close.
We're going to be close. I think we'll be. We're losing 2 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Well, it's 7 days, 6
Of
days.
daylight. Now we're not.
Yeah. So,
We know where it's at. We just can't see it.
Well, do like I did.
It's still there. We just can't see it as much.
I got up at 3 this morning. It was still dark.
Well, it was dark at when I got up at 5:30 this morning.
Still dark too.
Yeah.
It was dark about 8 o'clock last night.
Yeah. For those that get to watch on Facebook and YouTube, you know, this doesn't just happen. I have to get up early and make this happen.
You're not like Alan does his all on Sunday night and send it to us.
No.
That's what he did this week.
I mean this look. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
just happen.
His wife has to do the makeup and all for him.
No,
before he
my
leaves
wife
home.
doesn't stir until I leave.
You do your own makeup, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well.
My own hair, my own shaving, my own teeth brushing.
We might see if we need to hire somebody to do that for you.
Nobody would want to get up that early to do it.
Why can't Stacy lives just up the road? Why not she ought to be waiting for us when we get here and do our makeup and all for us, since we're on TV stuff.
Well,
you reckon she'd do that for us?
Well, I wouldn't ask her.
You wouldn't even be brave enough to ask.
No, I would not. I just don't think there's that's too big a challenge.
Well, how about the girls with the shop right in the road? You know,
that's too big a challenge. I don't even think they get there until 9 o'clock. I don't know that. They may have 8 o'clock appointments. I should say.
Might have it on Friday.
Hey, this homecoming week. This is a big week for the Bobcats.
There will be a lot of makeup on
there will be. There's already been a lot of toilet paper all over the place, and I've noticed some things. Some people complaining that their children's their yards get rolled, but they ask the kids doing it to don't tear off the little people. Well, I don't think they do that. I don't think
the
they
weather
sit there
does
and
that.
I think the weather does that and tears it off, and because I've got some blown in my yard now that's two houses.
Yeah, and some people are complaining that it blew it in their yard. It didn't get rolled, but they blew it in the yard. Hey, man, the kids could be doing something a lot worse than this. So
you better know it. I don't have a problem with it.
No.
My yard used to get rolled, and I would always make the mistake of getting up and
cleaning
it up, and
Mistake.
then they'd come back the next night and
Oh,
do
yeah.
it even worse. But I was one of those that couldn't just leave it there. But now, when Caitlin was a senior, I just left it, and they left me alone after that, and wait till it's over with to pick it up. But I did go around and try to pick up the paper that had
The
blown
edge.
in neighbors' yards and all.
yeah. Well, that's real nice of you.
Well, you got neighbors.
I haven't seen that many because I hadn't been able to ride around in the community part of town. But the one I saw so far that done a pretty good job. But we were better in our classes. Y'all are amateurs out there, kids. The Zorn House has done pretty well.
Yeah,
they done that one pretty good.
They did that.
They
one
done pretty good.
And I would challenge them. They've still got a night left.
Yeah.
And Robert's got a big pecan tree in his yard.
Oh yeah, big, super big, baby. It would look good and all white. Yeah, yeah.
It was. I used to remember walking out and seeing it, even though it wasn't cold yet. It gave when you early in the morning before the sun gets completely up and you walk out and look at it, you see it kind of blowing a little bit. It gives you a cool feeling.
Oh,
it
yeah.
feels like it's cool, wintry kind of thing. But in everything that you do, we just ask that you be careful and be respectful.
If you come out to the station, don't go to the back. Do it all in front. You can get killed in the back.
Well, I mean, there's critters around here, so
well, electrical lines too. They'll get you. So do everything. Stay in the front parking lot. We don't care what you do. That's just part of it. They've got us the last several years, but that's so far not going to limit.
Kind of been flying under the radar this week, haven't we?
I reckon we have. Well,
I do remember it being on the station and all.
Yeah. It's upon us so quick, and we had so many other projects going. I mean, it dawned on me that the pep rally announcing the court itself was last Friday. It dawned on me after about time it ended, and thank goodness somebody from ops school brought us the list.
Well, that was helpful.
You're
it
not
sure
kidding.
Was.
I've got it on my mem. I'm supposed to be there tomorrow, so hopefully.
I think that the elementary school is having a pep rally today.
Today.
But I think that because Kathy said she thinks Mr. Kinsaw are going to participate. They got retirees coming back to participate in the pep rally. Now Kathy's an old cheerleader now. She can do that BOBCATSS. Yeah.
Oh.
I hope that I hope Caitlin will record her mother and send it to me so I can see it.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna have pep rally.
I think they are, Robert. I'm not sure. She said something about. She thinks it's today anyway. So.
And then the big one tomorrow at the high
And then
school.
the big one at the high school tomorrow, and they do get out a little early tomorrow. Got the parade tomorrow. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for the parade.
Parents are welcome to. Op has an open campus. They just like for you to go through the right doors. You go through the gym door immediately, or you go through the commons area. Either one for the pep rally. They normally don't let you go through the gym at all, but since the event's going on, you can go through that door. But there'll be some teachers in that area just looking to be on the.
It's it's an exciting time to be in high school. Homecoming always has been that way, and we wish the best for the Bobcats. But they're going to have their hands full now. I'm just telling you. I think it's going to be pretty evenly matched between them and Houston Academy.
Well, I'll find out more at 1 o'clock today when we do the coaches preview and review on Facebook Live, and then we'll be on radio tomorrow. But I'm wanting to know how many players we got.
How many got left? Yeah, we got.
Yeah, how many players we got?
I think Medigo told me there were some hurt last Friday night too.
Three.
So I don't know what they're.
I think we got 6 on the injury list, but we'll find out for sure at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, that's a little scary, but what it means it's an opportunity for somebody to step up.
Well, especially the young kids.
Yeah.
And we're going to need them. And you never know. You never know when you put a young one out there.
You're exactly right. And this is, this is football. I mean, you can start the year thinking you're pretty well off, and a few games, get a few injuries, and all of a sudden
it changes.
Everything changes. Now you've got people. A lot of times you have to move people around in positions, play in different positions, and you just do the best you can do. So we hope people will be mindful of that and continue to support the Bobcats. I appreciate CCB and what they're doing to encourage people to go to the ball games and get drawing. Sure, you go by and get registered for that, because that drawing is this afternoon.
Yeah.
And you not only get tickets, you get a
voucher for food.
And all at the concession stand. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good deal. So make sure you go by and.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I got a feeling the donut shop here in Ottawa's got some special donuts for homecoming, because they always have.
They usually do, don't they? Yeah, they usually got something decorated there. I know. I was yesterday. My dad came by to see me at his office, and he said, "Well, I think I'm fixing to go uptown. He said I hadn't been to that ice cream place, but I'm going to get me one of them shakes. I'm going to try one of their shakes."
You went and tried that, huh?
So I hadn't got the report on it yet, but I'm going to find out what he thought about that.
I bet it'd be a pretty good report. I bet
it'll be good.
I bet it'll be.
We got just lots of good things going on. I met another family yesterday, Robert. They bought the Cannon House over across from the hospital. They moved down from Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I was talking with Charles Willis last night. He said he knows of at least 3 other families that have moved from the north down to Opp. And
recently,
yeah. Said they like it down here. They like the town. It's nice and quiet. And, it's not far from other places, but with that in mind, we've got to get some. I think that's a great opportunity for some people right here in town to open some businesses, and try to.
Well, we got
these people that are moving down here have money.
Yeah. We've had a big officially changeover as of today. The Stockyard.
Yeah.
New owners. Now it's lease owned.
Well, yeah, it's still a co-op owned by the farmers, but the local board decided
lease it out to another professional.
Yeah.
That already has got 1 going or 2 going. I know he's got a couple of going. And anyway, it's going to be pure cows only. It's going to be on Tuesday, not Wednesday. Boy, that's going to be hard to get into people.
That's going to be hard to get used to.
Yeah, but Tuesday. He has his reasons. Tuesday. And another thing, on Monday, that's when they start coming in. And from 8 o'clock to sunset, you're welcome to come by and look. And there's some of the farms, and they bring in like 50 or 100. I know one of them bringing in 100. You can go ahead and make a deal right that day and when you out to see the ring if you want to.
Yeah.
With a farmer. So, he's offered some unique different ways. So
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, they had to do something.
Well, yeah, they weren't. They had lost some money, I think.
Oh, quite a bit.
And there are some skeptics out there that aren't sure that this is the best route to have taken, but they.
No, the problem in op, nobody likes to change.
Well,
there's the problem. I'll just go ahead and say it. People in op don't like change. Hey, I'm one of them too. If it ain't broke, don't touch it. But it was broke, so they had to touch it.
Well, if it wasn't making money,
it's broke.
They couldn't continue on the same way. That's true.
They had to do something. 22 minutes now past 7. I'm wondering. I was thinking whether I wanted to give the tea cakes away now or wait till the next hour.
Well, that's entirely up to you. My daddy asked me yesterday too. Where's them tea cakes at y'all talk about all the time?
They're good, Mr. Michael. They're good.
Oh, yeah. They are. I told him that. I said, Daddy, them some of the best things I ever put my that with coffee. And some I can't remember. Some sweet lady brought us some little. They were like silver dollar size tea cakes.
Yeah.
And just brought a big old Tupperware full of them. And we'd sit there with our coffee and pop one in and drink a sip of coffee, pop another one in.
Was it good?
They were good. They were good too. But of course, we're talking about the tea cakes from the country venue. The old Pop's place.
I've lost something.
I noticed you looking around and
I had it, and I don't know where in the heck I put it.
What in the world you're up to?
It was really good, but I reckon we can do it tomorrow. But I want to do it.
Whatever
today.
it was really good.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I don't know what
it wasn't about Troy, was it?
Nope.
Okay.
You want to tell them about Troy? What?
No, I'm saving that for a news story.
Oh, okay.
And then you can use it later.
Tell about the country venue and while I go look on the thing out there.
Well, the country venue is a place that you've heard Robin and I talking about for several weeks now. They're located in the old Pops location in on Highway 84 between Opp and Andalusia. Now, I want to give you their hours of operation. They are closed on Mondays, but they're open every other day, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Sundays, 11 to 2 p.m. They even do lunch delivery to businesses, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 2. You can give them a call at 282-9526. And listen, they've got all kinds of deli sandwiches from Reuben's, roast beef, turkey, chicken club, chicken provolone, ham and cheese, turkey Swiss, BLT, turkey BLT. And then they get into the ones that I've got to get to and try. The 3-cheese grilled cheese, traditional grilled cheese BLT, bacon grilled cheese, ham and turkey grilled cheese. You can get the sandwich or you can get it as a meal. They also have a soup for the day, and they have kids sandwiches. So just a lot of items there.
Cheese on cheese.
And in addition to that, if you got a sweet tooth, they got cupcakes, and I want to try. I've got to try.
You've been saying that.
The gourmet apples. I just haven't been out that way and caught them where I can get the gourmet apples. They also have chocolate chip cookies. You can get cakes on request. And you can reserve a place to have a party. So give them a call.
Party.
That's the country venue, 282-9526. That's 282-9526.
Party.
Party.
Hey, Talladega Super Speedway is providing refuge for the Hurricane Florence evacuees, absolutely free. Showers, hot restrooms, water hookups. So great place if you have campers to go to. I found what I'm looking for. Did you ever wonder?
Did I ever wonder?
Did you ever wonder?
Wonder who?
What do they call a male ladybug?
A male ladybug.
Did you ever wonder?
I did not. I figured they just called it a ladybug.
What do they call people in China call their good plates? What do people in China call their good plates? I don't get that one at all.
You know, because China is good dishes.
Oh, good dishes. I got it now. If the cow lass does milk come out of her nose? Did you ever wonder?
Now that one's kind of good.
If flying so safe, why do they call the airport the terminal? Ooh.
I was sitting in the terminal.
Did you ever wonder, is it possible to be totally partial?
Totally partial.
Mm-hmm. Why do they sterilize the needles for lethal injection? I've always wondered that one.
That is, that's interesting.
Yeah. Did you ever wonder what's the best thing before sliced bread? You've heard people say that.
That's the best thing since sliced bread.
Why do they call it TV set when you only get one? Did you ever wonder?
I did not.
Yeah.
But now I will.
Now you will. Did you ever wonder, do radioactive cats have 18 and a half lives?
Radioactive cats.
Did you ever wonder why there's interstates in Hawaii? Did you ever wonder why a fly without wings be called a walk? Would a fly without wings be called a walk? Okay, I got it now. I had to run that one through again. If the funeral procession is at night, do you drive with your lights off?
Somebody has way too much time on their hands.
Did you ever wonder?
No, I never wondered that at all.
You never wondered any of this, huh?
No.
Oh. They're pretty good. There's some good ones here. And then there's some. When someone asks you a penny for your thoughts and you put your 2 cents in, what happens to the other penny?
Now that's a good question.
That's a good one. That's enough of that. Op Sweet Strawn Tuesday night, you know, in 3A Area 4 rival.
Volleyball?
Yep. 25-21, 25-22, 27-25.
Those were good games.
8-3 overall, 1-0 in region. How about that? Congratulations, ladies.
Yes. Well, I'm telling you, that's something. If you haven't watched a volleyball game, get on the school website, get the schedule, and go watch the Lady Bobcats play. That is something to behold. That volleyball. Now it's pretty quick action.
You better be in a hurry, baby.
Yeah, and it's enjoyable to watch.
And you can watch it on that high school network thing too, when they play an op.
Oh, I didn't know that. Have you got me some birthdays? Or you?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. You reckon we need birthdays?
Unless you want to do them later.
Yeah, I think we won't do them now. You'll probably have more than I do.
Well, I usually do.
Oh, so that means you get to work more.
And we have so much fun with the names of. Why do famous people have crazy names? Sometimes I don't understand that.
Well, if you're an artist or a star, you usually don't go by your real name. Why don't you make a name that people, can spell really easy?
Well,
Sam, John.
Well, they've had some. I mean,
Yeah.
just recently, Burt Reynolds passed away. That's an easy name to
Burt?
recognize.
Yeah.
But I was going to say the day after he passed. No, it was the week after, I guess. A few days afterwards, I noticed I was watching Gunsmoke, and
When
he
you
was-
Riley, Rudy, or whatever, they got this.
with Chester.
Yeah.
But they had Burt Reynolds was on there. He was a half breed.
Yeah.
And that was kind of.
He was on a lot of the old Gunsmokes.
Yeah, he was on there. Today is Thursday, September the 13th, and we want to wish a happy birthday to some famous folk. Mitch Holloman.
Good morning, Tim Jesse, this morning.
Hey, Tim. All right.
Up there in Canada.
Canada. Is it cold up there?
Yeah.
Mitch Holloman, actor, is 23, was on the show Reba. Neil Horan is a rock singer. He is 25 today. Ben Savage, an actor, The Boy Meets World, 38. Fiona Apple is a singer with the Grammy Award winner. She is 41. Louise Lombard is an actress from CSI. She is 48. Michael Johnson, the sprinter, 4-time Olympic gold medal winner, 51 today. Louis Mandler is an actor, was in My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1 and 2, 52 today. Tavis Smiley is a radio and TV personality. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I know either.
He has been in the TV show Bet, Dancing with Stars. He has the Tavis Smiley Show on radio. 54 today. Jerry Jewell is 62. She's an actress and a comedian. Was in The Facts of Life and in the show Deadwood. Let's see. Randy Jones is a disco singer. Disco dog. With the group The Village People. He is 66 today. In case you're wondering, he was the cowboy. Jean Smart is an actress from Designing Women, is 67. Jacqueline Bisset is an actress. I remember her from the movie The Deep. She is 74. Was also in Murder on the Orient Express. She was a looker. Peter Cetera was a singer and a musician with the group Chicago. He's 74. David Clayton Thomas, a singer with the group Blood, Sweat, and Tears, is 77 today. Spinning Wheel, a little song you may remember. Fred Silverman, a TV executive producer, he is 81. Elaine Fulton is an actress. She was in the TV show How the World Turns, and Elaine is 85. And then finally, let's see, Miss Barbara Bain. Barbara Bain is an actress. She was in the TV show, the original Mission Impossible. She is 87 today, born in 1931. Happy birthday to all of our celebrities.
In the original, huh?
In the original, yeah. And I think I've got a Nell Carter that was
okay.
One of yours.
Yeah, Mel Carter would have been 70, passed away in 2008. Give Me a Break.
Remember?
Yep.
I remember her.
Rachel Kiel, the Spy Who Loved Me, would have been 79, passed away in 2014. Mel Torme, Careless Hands, Bewitched, Coming Home Baby. The Velvet Frog, what they called him, would have been at 93, passed away at 99. Claudette Colbert, the actress from It's Happened One Night, I Met Him in Paris, would have been 115, passed away in 96. And Blue Moon of Kentucky, Bill Monroe, father of bluegrass music, would have been 107, passed away in 96. And those are my celebs this morning.
Happy Celebrity Day.
Happy Celebrity Day. Let's go to Washington, D.C.
See what we got.
Townhall.com. I'm Rich Tolliver. The winds are picking up.
You know, all those weather people almost act like they're disappointed that it went from a Category 4 to a Category 2. They're trying to...
They mailed it.
They're all just... Yeah, they're so sad.
They're really sad.
The National Hurricane Center's Ed Rappaport warns of torrential rains, unleashing devastating flooding and more.
We're expecting a very high storm surge. As the center of the storm approaches the coast, strong winds will blow onshore, pushing water ashore, and that will bring a storm surge of as high as 9 to 13 feet. That's an inundation depth over normally dry water along portions of the North Carolina coast and up some of the rivers as well.
He says some spots in the Carolinas could get up to 40 inches of rain in a relatively short period of time. And while homeowners worry about what the storm might do to their property, business people are concerned as well.
Shipping ports are closing, livestock have had to be moved, some auto manufacturing plants have closed, and it's estimated several million utility customers could lose power for days. Tourism will suffer and crops will be ruined, and people won't be able to get to work. Michael Walton, an economist at North Carolina State University, estimates that Hurricane Florence could subtract about $200 million a day from North Carolina's economy until the recovery is well underway. South Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia are also already affected.
Be good for Montgomery. You already got people that live in their motels.
The scheduling a vote today on the Brett Kavanaugh Supreme Court nomination. The vote follows 4 days of testimony last week on the nomination. However, Democrats could delay today's scheduled vote for 1 week. Stock futures higher on Wall Street this morning. Right now, Dow futures up 78 points. NASDAQ futures better by 28. More on these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is 7:34. You better shake a leg down to CCB Op Branch and register for the home game tickets. 2 tickets and a voucher for concessions be given away at 5 o'clock this afternoon. And we'll let you know, of course, you got your phone number on there, and they'll let you know too
That's right.
if you want.
That's right.
You go
They'll
by
let you know if you win. And
Go by on Friday and pick it up.
that's it.
Oh, and then go to the ball game Friday night.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, buddy. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth.
I'm Jay Michael.
For Dateline Action News, I got to remember I didn't say member FDIC.
Well, they are.
Yeah, we got to say that part.
Yeah.
This edition of news brought to you by
Harper Appliances,
Southern Independent Bank,
TNC Pharmacy,
Woodmore,
Mizell Memorial Hospital,
JR's Lawnmower Shop,
Covington Eye Care,
and Hardee's.
Well, a confident Troy team is headed to Memorial Stadium
Oh,
this weekend,
yeah.
hoping to pull off the upset against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Trojans did a lot right in their 59-7 victory over Florida A&M. The Trojans put up over 400 yards on offense and forced 4 Rattler turnovers, but they will face a much tougher task coming Saturday. Across the board, they are 290 plus, said head coach Neil Brown. They don't have a linebacker under 230 pounds. Just really a big unit. They held Colorado last week to just 44 yards rushing. Troy and Nebraska will have an early morning game on Saturday starting at 11 a.m. and you can hear it all right here on WOPP.
But Nebraska lost their quarterback too. Could be interesting.
It could be interesting.
But then we done know what some come off the bench and do too.
Yeah, we have done that. That's right.
A customer who stopped at a restaurant in Tuskegee ended up the victim of a purse theft, and the suspect got away with a large amount of cash, according to the authorities. Tuskegee police say the victim accidentally left her purse at the American Deli restaurant on July the 28th. Inside was $6,000 in cash as well as credit cards, identifying information about the victim. Now, Central Alabama Crime Stoppers is identifying the suspect and asking for tips to help bring him in. Eric Sequana Johnson is facing first-degree theft charge. Johnson also goes by the name of Rhett Black. He's 22 years old, approximately 5'9" and 210 pounds. Anyone with information on Johnson's location to call the Crime Stoppers, 215-STOP.
Will 30A soon have another outlet for traffic to Highway 98?
Oh.
Walton County Commissioners are looking into just that. At Tuesday's County Commission meeting, the board hosted a public hearing to decide if they want to move forward with plans for a South Walton Connector Road study. The board agreed to contract Atkins North America Incorporated for nearly $600,000 to provide a professional design and engineering study. Once the study is complete, it will be brought back in front of the commission for further consideration. Further.
I like the further.
Further consideration.
I think the further is better.
Yeah, but
Let's go further.
let's go a little further.
My further time, huh?
You know, sometimes your tongue gets
It
in
got
the way.
jump
Blah,
word.
blah, blah, blah.
NBC nightly news anchor Lester Holt will be visiting Montgomery on his nationwide across American tour. I wonder if he ever gets his tongue tied. Not very often.
Well, if he does, he says, let's do another take.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Of course, NBC News announced that last night. During the week of October the 8th, Holt will anchor the NBC Nightly News from 5 states over 5 days. Now, the exact date Holt will be in Montgomery has not been released. In addition to Montgomery, he'll be visiting Houston, Texas, Kansas City, Missouri, of course, and San Diego, California, and Tampa, Florida. This is Holt's 3rd nationwide tour.
Well, Tuesday, Forbes released a list of the 25 most valuable teams in college football, and both the University of Alabama and Auburn University made the top 10. The rankings were compiled by averaging annual income and profit from the last 3 available seasons, 2014, 15, and 16. Alabama was ranked 4th with the average revenue of $127 million and a profit of $59 million. Alabama actually ranks just 10th in team profit, since no other program comes even close to matching the Crimson Tide in spending. Alabama football spends an average of $68 million per year, a staggering 22% more than any other team in the nation, Forbes noted. Auburn came in at number 8 on the elite list with the average revenue of $112 million with a profit of $61 million. This is the first time Forbes has ranked college football teams since 2015, when Alabama ranked 8th and Auburn 10th.
Wow.
They make lots of money.
Well, I was aware of that.
but they spend lots of money.
They circulate it. Andalusia Elementary School sixth graders will be included on this week's episode of Discovering Alabama, which airs at 8 o'clock tonight on APTV PBS. AES teacher Jessica Tucker said Discovering Alabama followed fifth graders from Andalusia Elementary School on their field trip to the Alabama Department of Archives and History in May. In this week's episode, Discovering Alabama reveals the amazing scope of Alabama's collection of artifacts. It was the first state in the nation to create an archives for its history. The episode will be also aired again at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m. on Sunday, September the 16th, if you missed tonight's show.
That would be interesting. That's a good program.
Yeah.
That's a good program.
We done 3. You done 3? I done.
I think I did 3.
I've only done 2.
No. Let's see. I did the South Walton. I did the Forbes, and here we go.
See that?
The state of Alabama.
Boy, senior moment there.
And I had it. The state of Alabama is answering a call for help from leaders in the Carolinas and is sending resources east ahead of Hurricane Florence. Governor Kay Ivey said Wednesday that she's sending state personnel and resources to North Carolina to help with hurricane response efforts. The mobile communication site vehicle an AEMA staffer and one responder from Mobile County are en route to the staging area in the Tar Heel State. The Alabama Emergency Management Agency has gotten requests for help from both North and South Carolina, Ivey's office confirmed. And we are leaning forward to support those states that may be impacted by the hurricane. This is from the director, Brian Hastings. He says that FEMA is a close-knit team and family here in Region 4, and when other states are threatened, we're all threatened.
And due to all the senior moments and all, we're out of time for my story. So this time it's 7:42 here at WOPP.
Love it, love it, love it.
No, I think that was your fourth story.
And most commercial appliances and ice machines. For home
Oh.
That's the good part about working with the boss. You can just
Hey man, if you don't
screw
have
up and keep going.
if you don't have fun, that radio's supposed to be fun.
Fix it the right way. Harper Appliances. Phone 504-1106.
Dr. Joshua Driver and the friendly staff at Covington Eye Care would like to thank all of you for your continued confidence in our ability to care for you and your family.
Our newly renovated office offers all the latest technology to give you a comprehensive eye examination, as well as detect and treat eye diseases. We are pleased to now offer many surgical procedures as we partner with Dr. Brent McKinley, board-certified cataract surgeon.
We carry the newest styles of Costa Del Mar and Maui Jim sunglasses for all your summer fun. We also have an extensive line of frames to meet the needs of those on a budget, as well as those looking for Nike or the popular Coach line. And hey Jack, we even carry the Duck Commander line.
For the contact lens wearers, we have the most comfortable brands, and for those who want to change it up a bit, we now offer the brand New Air Optics Color Contacts.
So call us today at 493-6600 to set up your next appointment, or visit us at 604 North Main Street in Opp to give us an opportunity to meet all your eye care needs.
Big Flavor is back. You're looking at charred broiled beef lit by fire, cased by melty American cheese on a golden toasted bun. Mouth-watering flavor at a jaw-dropping price. Charbroiled sliders starting at $1.25. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Big breakfast flavor is here. Applewood smoked bacon or freshly grilled sausage, fluffy eggs, golden melty cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Good morning, start at Hardee's. Get 2 breakfast sliders for $2.99.
Charles William Fulmer, age 87, of Opp, passed away Tuesday at the Opp Health and Rehab. Survived by son Steve Fulmer and wife Angie, daughters Carol Stuckey, Mindy, Jordan, and husband Jim, Becky Weeks and husband Jeff, sister Dorothy Malone, 7 grandchildren. Funeral services for Coach Charles William Fulmer will be held 11 a.m. from the White Funeral Home and Chapel, with full military graveside honors followed in Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be held 1 hour prior to services. Jerry D. Hall, age 84, of Andalusia, passed away Friday at the Florella Nursing Home. A celebration of life ceremony will be held 11 a.m. A visitation will be held Thursday beginning at 10 at Foreman Funeral Home of Chapel. Jerry D. Hall is survived by wife Sally Patton Hall, son Roy C. Hall, stepchildren Mike Patton and wife Jeannie, Angie Kelly and her husband Kevin, 2 grandsons. The family requests Bibles to be purchased through the Gillians to further the kingdom of God. Aaron Tidwell, age 69, a resident of Belleville, passed away Monday at his home. Funeral services will be held at Hayes Funeral Home and Chapel at 2 p.m. Burial will be at the Evergreen Cemetery. Aaron Tidwell is survived by wife Kathy Marla Tidwell, daughter Renee and Andy Bradshaw, son Tim Tidwell, and son Reverend Chris and Kim Tidwell, daughter Tracy Jones, daughter Stephanie and Brian Register, 9 grandchildren, 2 sisters, Vicki and Billy Dobbs, Debbie and Sam Isaacs, 4 brothers, Clyde and Sybil Tidwell, Ronnie and Sherry Tidwell, Mark and Sabrina Tidwell, Dale and Sissy Tidwell. James Albert Sims, age 90 of Red Level, passed away Tuesday at the Andalusia Hospital. Funeral service will be held at 2:30 at the Foreman Funeral Home. Burial will be at the New Home Cemetery in McKenzie. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to services at Foreman Funeral Home. James Albert Sims is survived by wife Janice Sims, children Larry and Galen Sims, Alvin and Brenda Sims, Kelly and Jerome Armstrong, Angelo York, Pamela and Jerry Vaughn, Calvin and Heather York, 19 grand, 36 great-grandchildren, sister and brother-in-law Faye and George Fabian. Vernell Craig, age 72 of Andalusia, passed away Monday at the Andalusia Hospital. Funeral service will be held Friday at 10 a.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Visitation will be 5 o'clock until 7 p.m. at the funeral home. Vernell Craig is survived by wife Flora Lawrence Craig, 2 sons Michael Craig and Mark Craig, brother and sister-in-law Larry and Diane Craig, sister-in-law Faye Craig, and Pearl Craig Urell. Memorials can be made to the Red Level School Library. Patrick Thomas Smith, age 81 of Florella, passed away Monday. Survived by daughters Tracy Phillips and husband Darrell, Deborah Lloyd and husband David Runyon, and Juanita Taylor. Son Chip Floyd, sisters Mary Agnes Tingela and husband Donald, Marilyn Saffer, brothers Lyle Smith and Richard Smith, 7 grand and 9 great-grandchildren.
Hello!
A gathering of remembrance and celebration for Patrick Thomas Smith's life will be at his home in Florella, 2128.
Good morning, Andy.
11 a.m. Saturday. Visitation will be 1 hour before services. Donations in memory of Patrick can be made to the Cancer Freeze, Florella. Audrey Lou Rose, age 58, resident of Luverne, passed away Monday. A memorial service will be held at 1 p.m. Saturday at the Free Will Baptist Church in Luverne. Audrey Lou Rose is survived by 4 children, Nikki and Sheldon Morrell, Nikki and John Island, Nicole and Anthony Goodwin, and Donald, Scooter, and Megan Bell. 13 grandchildren, a great-grandson. Stepfather Theo Talley, 2 sisters, Janice and Ben Stewart, and Rebecca Rose Tomlin. 4 brothers, Joseph Rose, Ricky and Deborah Rose, Mark Rose, and Jamie Rhodes.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
At Mizell Memorial Hospital, our mission is to provide the highest quality health care in a Christian manner with hometown compassion to the communities we serve. We have knowledgeable physicians and exceptional staff who work hard every day to address the needs of our patients. We provide a range of services like our Senior Behavioral Care Unit, Sleep Center, Emergency Department, or Wellness Center. Mizell Memorial Hospital has been a part of the community for over 60 years and is committed to quality and compassion. We are proud to be your community hospital. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Mom! Hey, Mom, I caught one!
When Jimmy was young, he'd catch lightning bugs on those long summer nights. He was always amazed at the light they gave off. Today, Jimmy is still fascinated by light. He's a lineman for the local electric system. Linemen like Jimmy have served you for years. They've changed with the times. But one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to providing you with quality customer service.
Covington Electric Co-op, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative.
From the Opp Police Department on Monday at 1:37 p.m., Opp officers arrest a 24-year-old female resident of Andalusia on North Main Street on a warrant for harassing communications. Wednesday morning at 10:55 a.m., Opp Police Department units, the Opp Fire Department responded to a two-vehicle collision at the intersection of State Highway 134 in the bypass. No injuries reported. Traffic was restricted in the area for approximately 30 minutes due to the road blockage. The Opp Police Department reporting 3 in their jail, and Andalusia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Covington County Sheriff Department booked in 8, 1 failure to appear, 1 public lewdness, 1 holding for another agency, 1 driving under the influence, 1 violation of probation, 1 possession of meth, second degree, and drug paraphernalia, 1 trafficking and distribution, and 1 public intoxication. 3 released, 188 in the Covington County Jail. Despite the pleas to the Covington County Commission Tuesday morning to keep Pigeon Creek Bridge on Lloyd Mill Road open, the bridge was barricaded and closed at noon. Residents of the north end pleaded with county commissioners to keep Pigeon Creek Bridge open. There were 40 people in attendance at the meeting, and 13 of those asked the county to keep the bridge open. Assistant County Engineer Ron Weiner said last week the county has 159 bridges that are beyond their estimate service lives. He estimated the county could replace 12 other bridges for the estimated $2.3 to $3 million it would cost to replace the 88-year-old Pigeon Creek Bridge. Commissioner Kylan Lewis said the Pigeon Creek Bridge issue has been kicked around from the previous commissions and kept on being kicked down the road. Commissioner Tony Holmes said that he was scared to even cross the bridge. Commissioner Joe Barton said he believes an alternate route could be built in 180 days once funding is secured. Tuesday, the county engineer closed Pigeon Creek Bridge. Commission Chairman Greg White issued a press release stating the commission will work hard to find funding for an alternative route or replacing the bridge. Opp High School theme for this homecoming parade, Where Dreams Come True, Disney theme. Schedule for the homecoming parade lineup at 1 p.m. Parade departs Opp High School 1:45. The band joins at the Opp Middle School parking lot at 1:50 and will be in downtown Opp at 2 p.m. Opp High School dress-up days for homecoming week. Today, Opp High School is where dreams come true. Wear your homecoming shirt. Friday, dress like royalty and dress for success. The Opp City schools will dismiss early for homecoming. Opp Elementary School will dismiss at 11:30. The Opp Middle School will dismiss 11:45. Opp High School will dismiss at 12 noon. The homecoming pep rally will be streamed live from the gymnasium on the NLHS network. Also, the audio of the announcement of order of court will be on WOPV. Opp High School 2018-2019 homecoming court announcement Friday afternoon at the pep rally. Due to the fact that we have 2 categories that have a tie, we will have 12 members of the court this year. Court is in alphabetical order. Cassie Adams, Presley Brackey, Haley Brundage, K.O. Copeland, Kaylee Elliott, Sarah K. Horn, Jalen Parker, Haley Prater, Yi Thompson, Abby Jo Weatherford, Maddie Wismer, Jason Zorn. Mr. and Mrs. Opp High, Tanya Thompson, Devon Dawson. Good citizenship boy and girl, Presley Brackey, Seth Dollison. The Opp City Board of Education will be holding the regularly scheduled monthly meeting 4 p.m. at the superintendent's office. The public's invited to attend.
LBWCC Adult Education is now offering the Microsoft Digital Literacy Certification. This program is being offered in Andalusia, Opp, Greenville, Laverne, and Florella. Our class hours are flexible to accommodate busy schedules. This program is for anyone interested in basic computer skills. All of our adult education services are free. For more information, contact Noel Worley at 334-881-2231.
The Kiwanis Club Tri-Cities Florella sponsoring a family event this Saturday. Craft show, silent auction, pancake breakfast, $5. All you can eat beginning at 7 a.m. Skeet shooting at 9:30 at the Ag Building in Paxton. This is a fundraiser to help support local children of our communities. Thank you for your support. The Opp City Council meeting set for Monday, September the 17th has been changed to Monday, September the 24th. All meetings are open to the public. The 27th Annual Save a Life Banquet will be held Monday at 6:30 at the Kiwanis Community Center in Andalusia. Guest speakers will be the Olympic runner Jim Ryan and his wife Ann. Tickets are $20. They are available in Andalusia at Tabby D's, Christian Book and Gift Shop, in Op at the Op Chamber of Commerce, and Laird's Prescription, in Florell at the Pharmacare. For more information, contact Save a Life Family Hope Center, 222-0644 to reserve a ticket.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Robert wasn't paying attention.
Flavor is here. Applewood smoked bacon or freshly grilled sausage, fluffy eggs, golden melty cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Good morning, start at Hardee's. Get 2 breakfast sliders for $2.99. Real honey from real bees. Real butter from real cows. It doesn't get more real than made from scratch biscuits made fresh by a real baker. Try any one of our new honey butter biscuits and get a real good, real breakfast at Hardee's.
Absolutely spectacular! Touchdown, men of Troy!
Hi, this is the radio voice of the Troy Trojans, Barry McKnight, and it's tea time. Join us throughout the football season right here, and we'll bring you the exciting action of Troy football every week. Our coverage on the largest radio network in the Sun Belt Conference, your front row pass for Troy Trojans football, is right here on the Troy Sports Radio Network.
The Trojan broadcast brought to you by Larry's Prescriptions, CCB Community Bank,
David's Catfish House,
Op Help and Rehabilitation,
Mount Memorial Hospital,
TNC Pharmacy,
Caroline's Country Stores,
Covington Pecan,
Hardee's,
Horn Beverage Company,
Papa G's,
J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick,
Southern Independent Bank,
the Op Gun Shop, the Op Donut Shop,
S&P Communication.
Join us all season long right here on your home for Troy football. Troy's oldest affiliate, WOPP, your community radio station.
In sports today, Op Middle School football at Geneva, 3:30 Op Middle School volleyball at Kinston JR, 4 o'clock Op High School volleyball at Kinston JV and Varsity. High school football for tonight. T.R. Miller travels to St. Michael's Catholic. High school football matchup for Friday. Op will host Houston Academy for homecoming, broadcast live here on WOPP. Andalusia will host Monroe County. Host Slocum. Pleasant Home will be at Red Level. Florella will host Brantley. Luverne will be at Zion Chapel. Highland Home will host Calhoun. Crenshaw Christian will be at Sparta Academy. Elbow will be at Kinston. New Brockton will host Central of Haneyville. Enterprise will host Smith Station. Georgiana at McKenzie. Sampson at Goshen. Hillcrest of Evergreen at Escambia County. Greenville will host Valley. Charles Henderson will host Oxford. W.S. Neal will host Clark County. Flemington will be at Excel. Geneva will host Pike County. Geneva County will host Abbeville. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. Afternoon on ABC. Alabama will be at Ole Miss. Kickoff at 6 on ESPN. There will be a fun day this Saturday at the Op Saddle Club Arena. Barrel exhibition will run from 4 o'clock until 4:30. Fun day events will begin at 5. You must be signed up to compete by 4:30. There will be classes for all ages. Please call 504-1391 for more information. The Andalusia Youth Soccer League is in full swing, practicing Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights at the Kiwanis Center. Now, Saturday will be opening day and picture day for the City Youth Soccer League. Fall Horse Ride, Saturday, October the 6th, Geneva State Forest Lake. Registration 8:30 until 9:30 a.m. Ride out at 10. Complimentary lunch. Donation of $10 or more greatly appreciated. Check out our Facebook. Geneva State Forest Stakeholder Volunteers, LLC. For information, phone Donna 334-343-0271. Proceeds support community education and recreation at Geneva State Forest. The Andalusia Kiwanis Club annual Candyland Christmas 5K and Half Marathon this year. The fundraiser will go to all the track teams in the county. This would include Andalusia, Strawn, Op, Red Level, Pleasant Home, and Florella. The Candyland Christmas 5K and Half Marathon will be held on Saturday, December the 8th at 7:30 a.m. at the Andalusia City Hall. Registration may be found online at ChronicoTrack.com. That's Dateline Action News. Ops only, locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
Hometown shopping just makes sense. This is your hometown.
It's no secret that football holds a place of high regard in Alabama. Not only on the collegiate level, but also on Friday nights, when high school stadiums fill with friends and neighbors to cheer on their teams. At Southern Independent Bank, we acknowledge this importance by helping to bring the games to you, supporting area student athletes on the fields across the area. And to each, best wishes for a great 2018 season. Southern Independent Bank, in Op and Andalusia, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
One of the biggest questions facing Alabama and the good old USA is, what will happen to our aging population? The Woodmore on Highway 331 North wants to be a small part of the answer. We're an assisted living facility with an emphasis on assisted. One of the things Americans cherish most is our independence, but as we age, sometimes a little help is needed. If you have any questions with how assisted living works, call the Woodmore at 493-2721 or come by for a visit. We'd love to show you around.
Check with Woodmore on rehab or temporary care. 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. Woodmore, we care.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Thursday morning, partly cloudy, daybreak low temperature, a muggy 73. 50-50 chance of showers after 1 today. Otherwise, a mixture of sun and clouds will top out with a high near 90. Slight chance of showers after midnight Thursday night. Continued partly cloudy, nighttime low 73. Friday, mostly sunny, high 93. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Morning low 73. The winds are well from the east, maybe a mile. The official sunrise at 6:29. The official sunset 6:55. 79 degrees and sunny skies here at the studios of WOPP. Well, we're running behind. We're going to do the birthday and anniversary calendar after the news, so stay with us. This is WOPP in Hop, Alabama.
This hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The winds are picking up. The rain is falling. Along the coast of the Carolinas, it's Hurricane Florence's calling card. A Category 2 storm packing maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour continues to close in on the East Coast. The National Hurricane Center's Ed Rappaport warns of torrential rains, unleashing devastating flooding and more.
We're expecting a very high storm surge. As the center of the storm approaches the coast, strong winds will blow onshore, pushing water ashore, and that will bring a storm surge of as high as 9 to 13 feet. That's an inundation. Depth over normally dry water along portions of the North Carolina coast and up some of the rivers as well.
He says some spots in the Carolinas could get up to 40 inches of rain in a relatively short period of time. And while homeowners worry about what the storm might do to their property, business people are concerned as well.
Shipping ports are closing, livestock have had to be moved, some auto manufacturing plants have closed, and it's estimated several million utility customers could lose power for days. Tourism will suffer and crops will be ruined, and people won't be able to get to work. Michael Walden, an economist at North Carolina State University, estimates that Hurricane Florence could subtract about $200 million a day from North Carolina's economy until the recovery's well underway. South Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia are also already affected. I'm Jackie Quinn.
The Senate Judiciary Committee is scheduling a vote today on the Brett Kavanaugh Supreme Court nomination. The vote follows 4 days of testimony last week on the nomination. However, Democrats could delay today's scheduled vote for 1 week. Stock futures higher on Wall Street this morning. Right now, Dow futures up 78 points. NASDAQ futures better by 28. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The Up Stockyard Florella Highway under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. This Tuesday, 100 head, 3 to 5 year old, mostly Angus Frangus, cows with a few Charolais cross. Fall calves, 6 to 8 months old. 20 head Longhorn cows, 3 Longhorn bulls, half will be in pairs, and half regular bred cows. 30 head of Charolais and Angus cows, 10 in which will house calves at their side. Reg, a horned heifer. 100 head of yearlings from one place picked up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Op Stockyard, Florella Highway. For more information, call John Edwards, 850-978-0346. The Revenue Commissioner George Chuck Patterson and Carrie and family are big Bobcat supporters. From Chuck and Carrie high school days to now as big supporters of our community they call home, Op Alabama. A big Bobcat strong for our football players, cheerleaders, band, boosters, and band. From Revenue Commissioner George Chuck Patterson, Carrie and family.
Lance Jackson CPA and his staff are very excited about the Op Bobcat football season and are strong supporters of the Op Bobcats. Lance Jackson CPA provides accounting, tax, and consulting services. Call 493-7515. Everyone at Lance Jackson CPA wishes all Bobcats an amazing season and is proud to say go Bobcats. Lance Jackson CPA and L. Lance Jackson PC, members of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and Alabama Society of CPAs. Lance Jackson.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless New York strip steaks, $5.99 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, never frozen, $1.77 a pound. Star-Kissed tuna, 5-ounce cans, 4 for $3. Arm & Hammer laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Brawny paper towels, 6 big rolls, $5.99. Coke, Sprite, and Mellow Yellow 12-pack cans, 3 for $10. Mississippi sweet potatoes, 3 pounds for 99 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
Happy birthday, baby. Oh, I love you so. 16 candles.
Good morning and welcome to the WOPP birthday party for Thursday, September 13th, 2018, brought to you by The Sweet Shop, located inside the Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Let's say good morning and happy birthday to Sandra Crowder. Also, Scott Marler gets a candle today. Lakin Laird celebrates. Jason Wobbler celebrates today. Also, James Marshall gets a candle. Hillary Hall, happy birthday to Jeb Bowers. Also, Faye Jowers celebrates today. Justin Dean gets a candle. Luke Rogers, happy birthday to you. Savannah Rios, and birthday wishes for Leela Thompson. Let's check in with Robert and see who's on his list, and I'll be back with a winner.
All right, I'm grabbing everything I can get a hold of this morning. The 13th. Don't see nothing out at the nursing facility. Let me reach back here and grab the updated list. Birthdays for today, let me see. Johnny Herring with a birthday today. Michael McCart with a birthday today, along with Ronnie Davis. And let's see, who else with birthdays today? We've got Jeff Holland. And we've got Slim this morning, I tell you. Lakeland Laird Patton is celebrating a birthday today. Sandy Wright with a birthday today. And let's see, here are the any mo. I believe that is it. All right, double check. I think we got everybody. So I reckon it's time to pay the light bill.
The IGA Sweet Shop offers custom cakes, handmade to order birthday and anniversary cakes, as well as cakes for other special occasions like teen parties and team parties. Call in your orders ahead of time at 493-9805. That's at the IGA Sweet Shop inside Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza.
Congratulations and happy birthday to our birthday party winner for the day, Savannah Rios. Happy birthday, Savannah. Hope you have a great birthday today. And be sure you swing by the radio station now during our lobby hours. In the morning, 6 until 10, or in the afternoon, 2 until 5, and grab that coupon to get your free birthday cake from your friends at the Sweet Shop inside the Farmer's IGA in Lamar Plaza, and your friends right here at your community radio station, WOPP.
You don't have to understand all the implications of your decision when you choose to follow Jesus. You simply need to respond to his invitation and make a commitment to follow him. Your commitments shape your life more than anything else. Your commitments can develop you or they can destroy you, but either way, they will define you. Tell me what you're committed to, and I'll tell you what you'll be in 20 years, because we become what we're committed to. Every choice has eternal consequences, so you need to choose wisely. The Bible says, since everything around us is going to melt away, what holy, godly lives we should be living. Listen to me. Christ-likeness comes from making Christ-like commitments. And that, my friend, really is something to think about. I'm Gary Miller, pastor of Westview Baptist Church in Opp.
There's things that my dad used to do when I was growing up. When I walked out the door, he would say, "Do you have gas in the car and a quarter to call if you need me?" Now, it's time to take care of my dad.
At Comfort Care Hospice, we consider it an honor to care for those with life-limiting illness. We care for their physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual needs, enhancing their quality of life and your peace of mind. And because we're based in your community, we can be by your side when you need us, day or night. Comfort Care, the right hospice, right here.
Pack up the crew and head out to Talladega Super Speedway for race weekend, October 12th through 14th. Ticket holders for the 1000bulbs.com 500 can enjoy free camping in 3 different campgrounds around the track. This is more than a race. This is Talladega. Pack up the...
Come and get the best donuts in the Wiregrass at the Opp Donut Shop, featuring classic yeast-glazed and designer donuts. Tired of the same old dry biscuits in the morning? Try their delicious breakfast sandwich made of a glazed or plain yeast roll with bacon or sausage, egg, and cheddar cheese. And don't forget the coffee. Their premium coffee is the best around. Plus, they have iced coffee, cappuccino, frappes, and soft drinks. For lunch, try a delicious BLT with your choice of cheeses. The Opp Donut Shop, open Monday through Saturday from 6 until 2, located at 112 West Covington Avenue, across from the Opp Gun Shop. Call 493-0830 and order a dozen donuts today.
Is your air conditioning and heating system getting some problems? Is it time for repair? Is it time for a new one? Air Control, Gary Strickland, can give you that answer. Call 493-9689. Air Control, located at 802 U.S. Highway 84, right here in Opp. Warranty work and license right here at Opp to serve you. Gary Strickland, we know it's stick. 493-9689.
Your home deserves to have an internet connection that's fast and reliable. That's why you need Mediacom Extreme, America's first 100% 1 gig technology network. Extreme delivers the speed you need to power your whole home. Get the best in-home entertainment when you switch today and save 56% on our Silver 60 package. You'll get supercharged internet speeds up to 60 meg, plus in-home Wi-Fi, plus more than 170 channels, plus free Showtime for 3 months, plus free TiVo DVR for 3 months. And big plus, no contract required. Switch today and get Silver 60 internet, TV, and phone for only $24.99 each per month for 1 year. Get incredible savings, plus so much more. Call 800-SIMPLIFY. Available to qualified new Mediacom customers switching from a competitive internet or TV provider. Price does not include activation, installation, local broadcast station surcharge, regional sports surcharge, taxes, and fees. Speed may vary and a monthly usage allowance applies. Additional restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas. Call Mediacom for more details.
The Opp Stockyard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. This Tuesday, 100 head, 3 to 5 year old, mostly Angus Brangus, cows with a few Charolais cross. Fall calves, 6 to 8 months old. 20 head Longhorn cows, 3 Longhorn bulls, half will be in pairs, and half regular bred cows. 30 head of Charolais and Angus cows, 10 in which will house calves at their side. Reg, a horned heifer. 100 head of yearlings from one place picked up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Op Stockyard, Florella Highway. For more information, call John Edwards, 850-978-0346. The Op Stockyard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday.
Here's your WeatherBug LA weather. I'm Ray Williams. Thursday morning, partly cloudy, daybreak low temperature, a muggy 73. 50-50 chance of showers after 1 today. Otherwise, a mixture of sun and clouds will top out with a high near 90. Slight chance of showers after midnight Thursday night. Continued partly cloudy, nighttime low 73. Friday, mostly sunny, high 93. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WO.
Hey, the morning low is 73. You heard me right. 73 low this morning. The official sunrise at 6:29. The official sunset 6:55. Sunny skies, 79 degrees here at the studios of WOPP. Nice having you in with us this morning.
Back in the doo-wah days, we had a ball. Lights on the boardwalk, we had it all. Time just skipped away. Back in the doo-wah days. Back in the doo-wah days, when we were young, life was a carousel. We fell in love, and time just skipped away. Back in our doo-wah days. Bebop-a-loo, Peggy Sue, those songs bring back old memories. Shoot-ba-choo-wow, sha-da-da-da, those words, they mean so much to me. Back in the doo-wah days, you held me tight, you never let me go. It still feels so right, it's just as good today. Back in our doo-wah days. Back in the doo-wah days, we had a ball. Nights on the boardwalk, we had it all. And time just skipped away. Back in our doo-wah days. Back in our doo-wah days, we had a ball. Lights on the boardwalk, we had it all. Time just skipped away. Back at our doo-wah days.
Do what? Do what? Yeah, do what? Do what? And do what? Do what? Do what? Oh yeah, yeah. Do what? Do what? All right, we done that. Let me tell you about a place where they got good ice cream. Oh man, make you scream for ice cream. Ooh, tasty treats. located at West Covenant Avenue, right there at 102. And of course, they've got the regular milkshakes too, the strawberry, vanilla, the chocolate. They got cones, ice cream cones. Oh yeah, they put them in regular cones or put them in their waffle, small or large. Oh yes, they got cups. That's what I've been doing, getting the cups, and they're really good. And you know something else? They have a $5 meal. Yes, sirree, a $5 meal for a hot dog or a pizza slice, pepperoni and cheese, or a meatball sub. Includes one or the other, you choose. Then you get the chips and the drink for a $5 bill. How about that? Not bad. And remember, this is a Bobcat home game, and they stay open till 11 when Bobcats play in Op. The rest of the time they close at 7. And of course, they also stay late if the Bama team is playing late too. Oh yeah, or early. Either way, they're going to be open when Bama's playing. And of course, their normal hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. And we're talking about where? We're talking about the ice cream shop. Yes, yes. Have you learned the name yet? Have you learned the name yet? Tasty Treats, Tasty Treats, Tasty Treats. Yes, it's very, very good. The phone number, 493-0882. 493-0882. You got it now, huh? I knew you would get it. Oh, it was so easy, wasn't it? Sure it was. Now, let me tell you that if you need commercial or residential electrical work, call Bubbo King at King Electric. 343-6247. 343-6247. And he will get it done. I guarantee you that. Now, you know, we talk about J.M. Jackson a lot. Yeah, we do. I wonder why. Well, yeah, that's the reason. They're good people, and that's the number one reason. J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick. Buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. They'll keep you rolling, rolling. They're on U.S. Highway 84, right across from the airport. Easy to find. They have new and used inventory. They will help you make the decision. That's why you go and get one of those certified sale consultant. Their job is to help you make up your mind and which vehicle you want and what you can afford with your pocketbook. Yeah, well, they help you all that kind of stuff. Bobby Hall, Jonathan Parrish, Cody Hall, Tori Reisenhauer, and Brad Booth. Of course, the Laney brothers are hanging around, make sure everything's running smooth, and you can deal with them too. And then, of course, you can always, if you just got to, Jay and Nolan, they're both around and doing their other expertise jobs, but they will help you if you need that to make the final decision. And of course, old Brock will make you roll, 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 roll. This is J.M. Jackson Chevrolet Buick. Buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. And you know something about ice, baby? Well, if you need cooling off, man, it'll cool you off. That ice drink will do it. Located right next door to Parrish's. Ice Baby. Oh, it's delicious. Now, you can go up to Caroline Country Store number 1 and rent you a U-Haul, and you can go and drop it off at your neighbors and say, hey, this is just for you. And maybe they'll take the hint. And then again, they may not. But, you know, it's worth a try. And Caroline Country Store number 2 is over in Antioch, and they got the feed bin there. Look, it's like you do at number 1. And you can get alligator food and turkey food, I understand. And they got Salt Block. I wonder what they're doing in Salt Block. And then, of course, they got the one on Highway 134 at the county lines. Got the Copper Kettle there. Oh, yeah. Then on number 4, have you found number 4 yet? Caroline's Country Store number 4. That's where they got that big Guff sign on the Florella Highway. Yeah, that's it right there. Oh, yeah. You found it now, too. Now, they got different hours in the other store. They start at 5 in the morning and go to 9. The other start at 6 in the morning, yeah, and go to 7, if I remember correctly. And of course, Caroline's Country Stores 1, 2, 3, and 4, locally owned and operated, and they are big Bobcat supporters. Now hiring experienced farmhands, all phases, no row cropping. Call Doc at 504-1230, 504-1230. Equal opportunity employer by all means. Now, let me find my thingamajig with the Hickey Dodger on it. Oh, there, one of them a Hickey Dodgers. I got to find my other Hickey Dodger. You ever lose your Hickey Dodger? When you lose your Hickey Dodger, man, I tell you, you're in trouble when you lose your Hickey Dodger. I lost my thingamajig too. Thursday at the Mizell Memorial Hospital, they have lemon pepper leg quarters and pasta salad. They got hamburger steak and collard greens. That's at the Mizell Memorial Hospital, their menu for today. Opportunity EMS, a countywide ambulance service, quality care with a Christian attitude. You have to call. Yep, you got to make the call. Yep, you got to make the call. Yep, 911 won't. 911 won't. 911 won't. Keep that in mind now. 493-0911 is the number you call. You have a choice. Choose Opportunity EMS. Locally owned and operated. All right. I still haven't found the thing I was looking for. I wonder if yep, Jay kept it. It's in his pile. And now I've just dropped it on the floor. But no, I was wanting. So I'm all right. Okay. The Country Venue, event space and bakery, located on Highway 84 at Pop's Place. Ooh, yeah, really good, man. Oh, yeah, they got them cupcakes. Oh, yeah, they got the chocolate chip cookies and the tea cakes that we keep talking about and bragging about. They have the deli. Oh, yeah. Reuben, roast beef, turkey club, all that stuff. Cheese. Well, Jay told you all about them earlier this morning. Something like that. I want to give away some tea cakes. Yeah, I want to give away some tea cakes. 493-4545. One winner per household. And of course, you win them, and then you tell me who you're going to share them with. Hell, yeah. What is the name of Batman's butler? Are you a Batman freak? Well, you don't have to be a freak, I don't reckon, but Batman watcher. I do watch a little Batman, but I didn't know it. When I saw the name, I said, yeah, that's right. But did I had to think about it? Nope. I would have never thought of it. 493-4545. You can Google it, I'm sure. What is the name of Batman's butler? First correct caller gets a dozen tea cakes from, the Country Venue. And don't forget, they rent space there too. They have a bakery. You call them up for a bakery. You call them up for a special cake, and they can do it for you. Yeah, for that special event, whether it be a wedding, anniversary, whatever the case it might be. Yeah, got a dozen tea cakes. 493-4545. 493-4545. A dozen tea cakes. Delicious tea cakes. I mean, delicious tea cakes. Always delicious tea cakes. Delicious. Delicious tea cakes. What in the world? You gonna give me a buzz? Let me know all about it? Yeah. I can't get the thing to play right. There we go. There we go. I don't like that song. He played the wrong one. You son of a gun. I said gun. Let's try this one. It's flipping on me. I don't know what it's doing. What is it? It's doing crazy things. When I hit it, it doesn't want to do it. It wants to do something else. Now it's going really crazy. Let me log back into it. Maybe that'll help. There, we got a whole thing going. Speaking of a whole lot of things going, how about a whole lot of shaking going on? Maybe I can get that on. Yeah, maybe. Hey, give me a buzz. 493-4545. Tell me, what's the name of Batman's butler?
Shake,
Name the name of the Batman's butler, 493-4545. Or tell me who Op's playing Friday night here in Op for Homecoming, 493-4545. Who's Op's opponent Friday night? 493-4545. One wonder per household. A whole lot of shaking going on there. That's none other than Jerry Lee Lewis.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Hurricane Florence continuing its slow, relentless march toward the East Coast. Now 170 miles east, southeast of Wilmington, North Carolina. It is felt along the coast of the Carolinas with rain. Hurricane Center's David Zelensky says that Florence could dump up to 40 inches of rain.
It's almost inevitable that there will be catastrophic flash flooding and perhaps prolonged significant river flooding, which can be very damaging as well.
North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper on CBS this morning.
This storm surge can be deadly, and then the flooding that will come thereafter with rain being measured in feet instead of inches. We know that this is an extremely dangerous situation.
Cooper and other officials have pleaded with people to move out of harm's way, and he says it's still not too late to evacuate. By staying, Cooper says, you put your life and the lives of others at risk. President Trump seconding that.
Residents in the path of these devastating storms should comply with all evacuation orders and other emergency instructions. Protection of life is the absolute highest.
Fully mobilized and is working with state and local officials. Higher gas prices and housing costs drove a 2.7% rise in consumer prices last month. Labor Department reports its consumer price index advanced 0.2% on a monthly basis. On Wall Street this morning, stock futures are higher. Dow futures up about 119 points. NASDAQ futures 41 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
CCB time is 8:33. Time for you to go by CCB today by 5 o'clock and register for the drawing. They'll draw at 5 for 2 tickets and a voucher for concession. The Op homecoming game tomorrow night. A member FDIC. Good morning. I'm Robert Booth for Dateline Action News, Op's #1 local news. This edition is brought to you by Harper Appliances, J.M. Jackson, the Farmers IGA, Power South, CCB Community Bank, Mizell Memorial Hospital, Hardee's, and the Woodmore, and Mayor Beck.
1106 for Harper Appliances for warranty work and most commercial appliances and ice machines. For home or commercial electrical repair or installation, both Harper Appliances, 504-1106. Air conditioning and heat pump repair. At Harper Appliances, we don't just repair, we fix it the right way. Harper Appliances, phone 504-1106.
A former police officer has been sentenced to 3 years in federal prison for beating a handcuffed man in 2014. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. A federal jury sentenced Alex Huntley, a former police lieutenant in Tuskegee, to 3 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release for the 2014 incident. Governor Kay Ivey says she has no plans to debate her Democratic challenger if he seeks full term in office. Ivey responded to Walt Maddox's repeated calls for a debate before the November election. Ivey says she has no plans to debate Maddox, saying Alabamians know her record and know what she stands for. The Senate suggests that Alabama should attend schools on a taxpayer-based cost, showing significant improvement on standardized test scores. The report by the Institute for Social Science Research at the University of Alabama examined outcomes for nearly 2,000 scholarship recipients in 2016 and 17. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
Real butter from real cows. It doesn't get more real than made from scratch biscuits made fresh by a real baker. Try any one of our new honey butter biscuits and get a real good, real breakfast at Hardee's. Big breakfast flavor is here. Applewood smoked bacon or freshly grilled sausage, fluffy eggs, golden melty cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Good morning, start at Hardee's. Get 2 breakfast sliders for $2.99.
Quicken Loans presents the Sports Flash, driven by Jeep on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP. Both Alabama and Auburn will have their SEC openers on Saturday. Alabama in Oxford to take on the Ole Miss Rebels. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown 6 touchdown passes this season, and in third down passing situations, he is 10 for 10. Nick Saban has won 75 straight games against unranked teams. Auburn riding a 13-game win streak at Jordan-Hare Stadium, taking on number 12 LSU. The Tigers ranked 7th in the AP poll and have won 21 of their last 25 conference openers. The Atlanta Braves defeated San Francisco 2-1, completing the 3-game sweep, taking the lead in the 9th on an RBI single from Tyler Flowers. Freddie Freeman also driving in a run. Anibal Sanchez won 6 innings in the start, giving up 1 run, and Dan Winkler picking up the win in relief. 6 months of Apple Music free with the official vehicles of summer from Jeep. I'm Tony Desiri on your hometown station, 1290 WOPP.
Mizell Memorial Hospital Senior Behavioral Care Unit is designed to address the needs of patients who are 55 years of age or older who are experiencing emotional illness. If you or your loved ones are experiencing symptoms of difficulty sleeping, poor appetite, or forgetfulness, we are here to help. We want seniors and their families to understand what is happening and to provide help in a supportive environment. Our goal is to return everyone involved to a normal life as soon as possible. For further information on this unit, call 493-9134. Mizell Memorial Hospital, every day making a difference.
Over the years, technology has changed many times. It's better, it's more efficient, and your touch-tone energy partner has stayed on top of the changes to serve you better. But one thing we haven't changed is our commitment to customer service. Today's technology is bigger and better than ever before, and our promise of reliable electric service remains strong. Technology has changed, but our commitment to customer service hasn't.
The Op City Utilities, your local touch-tone energy cooperative.
Charles William Fulmer, age 87, of Opp, passed away Tuesday at the Opp Health and Rehab. Survived by son Steve Fulmer and wife Angie, daughters Carol Stuckey, Mindy Jordan, and husband Jim, Becky Weeks and husband Jeff, sister Dorothy Malone, 7 grandchildren. Funeral services for Coach Charles William Fulmer will be held 11 a.m. from the White Funeral Home and Chapel, with full military graveside honors followed in Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be held 1 hour prior to services. Jerry D. Hall, age 84, of Andalusia, passed away Friday at the Florella Nursing Home. A celebration of life ceremony will be held 11 a.m. A visitation will be held Thursday beginning at 10 at Foreman Funeral Home and Chapel. Jerry D. Hall is survived by wife Sally Patton Hall, son Roy C. Hall, stepchildren Mike Patton and wife Jeannie, Angie Kelly and her husband Kevin, 2 grandsons. The family requests Bibles to be purchased through the Gillians to further the kingdom of God. Aaron Tidwell, age 69, a resident of Elville, passed away Monday at his home. Funeral services will be held at Hayes Funeral Home and Chapel at 2 p.m. Burial will be at the Evergreen Cemetery. Aaron Tidwell is survived by wife Kathy Marla Tidwell, daughter Renee and Andy Bradshaw, son Tim Tidwell, and son Reverend Chris and Kim Tidwell. Daughter Tracy Jones, daughter Stephanie and Brian Register, 9 grandchildren, 2 sisters, Vicky and Billy Dobbs, Debbie and Sam Isaacs, 4 brothers, Klein and Sybil Tidwell, Ronnie and Sherry Tidwell, Mark and Sabrina Tidwell, Dale and Sissy Tidwell. James Albert Sims, age 90 of Red Level, passed away Tuesday at the Andalusia Hospital. Funeral service will be held at 2:30 at the Foreman Funeral Home. Burial will be at the New Home Cemetery in McKenzie. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to services at Foreman Funeral Home. James Albert Sims, survived by wife Janice Sims, children Larry and Galen Sims, Alvin and Brenda Sims, Kelly and Jerome Armstrong, Angela York, Pamela and Jerry Vaughn, Calvin and Heather York, 19 grand, 36 great-grandchildren, sister and brother-in-law Faye and George Fabian. Vernell Craig, age 72 of Andalusia, passed away Monday at the Andalusia Hospital. Funeral service will be held Friday at 10 a.m. from the Foreman Funeral Home in Chapel. Visitation will be 5 o'clock until 7 p.m. at the funeral home. Vernell Craig is survived by wife Flora Lawrence Craig, 2 sons Michael Craig and Mark Craig, brother and sister-in-law Larry and Diane Craig, sister-in-law Faye Craig, and Pearl Craig Durrell. Memorials can be made to the Red Level School Library. Patrick Thomas Smith, age 81 of Florella, passed away Monday. Survived by daughters Tracy Phillips and husband Darrell, Deborah Lloyd and husband David Runyon, and Juanita Taylor. Son Chip Lloyd, sisters Mary Agnes Tingela and husband Donald, Marilyn Saffer, brothers Lyle Smith and Richard Smith, 7 grand and 9 great-grandchildren. A gathering of remembrance and celebration for Patrick Thomas Smith's life will be at his home in Florella, 2128 Kenton Road, 11 a.m. Saturday. Visitation will be 1 hour before services. Donations in memory of Patrick can be made to the Cancer Freeze, Florella. Audrey Lou Rose, age 58, a resident of Luverne, passed away Monday. A memorial service will be held at 1 p.m. Saturday at the Free Will Baptist Church in Luverne. Audrey Lou Rose is survived by 4 children, Nikki and Sheldon Morrell, Nikki and John Island, Nicole and Anthony Goodwin, and Donald, Scooter, and Megan Bell. 13 grandchildren, a great-grandson. Stepfather Theo Talley, 2 sisters, Janice and Ben Stewart, and Rebecca Rose Tomlin. 4 brothers, Joseph Rose, Ricky and Deborah Rose, Mark Rose, and Jamie Rose.
Funerals are added to our local news as soon as possible after receiving them from the funeral home. Funerals are also posted daily on the WOPP Facebook page.
This week's specials at the Farmers IGA.
Fresh whole Boston butts, $1.19 a pound. USDA boneless New York strip steaks, $5.99 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, never frozen, $1.77 a pound. Star-Kissed tuna, 5-ounce cans, 4 for $3. Arm & Hammer laundry detergent, 150 ounces, $5.99. Brawny paper towels, 6 big rolls, $5.99. Coke, Sprite, and Mellow Yellow 12-pack cans, 3 for $10. Mississippi sweet potatoes, 3 pounds for 99 cents.
Shop your hometown proud Farmers IGA in Lamar Plaza. Savings plus service equals IGA.
From the Opp Police Department on Monday at 1:37 p.m., Opp officers arrest a 24-year-old female resident of Andalusia on North Main Street on a warrant for harassing communications. Wednesday morning at 10:55 a.m., Opp Police Department units, the Opp Fire Department responded to a 2-vehicle collision at the intersection of State Highway 134 in the bypass. No injuries reported. Traffic was restricted in the area for approximately 30 minutes due to the road blockage. The Opp Police Department reporting 3 in their jail, Andalusia Police Department reporting 4 in their jail. Cumberland County Sheriff Department booked in 8, 1 failure to appear, 1 public lewdness, 1 holding for another agency, 1 driving under the influence, 1 violation of probation, 1 possession of meth, 2nd degree, and drug paraphernalia, 1 trafficking and distribution, and 1 public intoxication. 3 released, 188 in the Cumberland County Jail. Despite the pleas to the Cumberland County Commission Tuesday morning to keep Pigeon Creek Bridge on Lloyd Mill Road open, the bridge was barricaded and closed at noon. Residents of the North End pleaded with county commissioners to keep Pigeon Creek Bridge open. There were 40 people in attendance at the meeting, and 13 of those asked the county to keep the bridge open. Assistant County Engineer Ron Weiner said last week the county has 159 bridges that are beyond their estimate service lives. He estimated the county could replace 12 other bridges for the estimated $2.3 to $3 million it would cost to replace the 88-year-old Pigeon Creek Bridge. Commissioner Kylan Lewis said the Pigeon Creek Bridge issue has been kicked around from the previous commissions and kept on being kicked down the road. Commissioner Tony Holmes said that he was scared to even cross the bridge. Commissioner Joe Barton said he believes an alternate route could be built in 180 days once funding is secured. Tuesday, the county engineer closed Pigeon Creek Bridge. Commission Chairman Greg White issued a press release stating the commission will work hard to find funding for an alternative route or replacing the bridge. Wopp High School theme for this homecoming parade, Where Dreams Come True, Disney theme. Scheduled for the homecoming parade lineup at 1 p.m. Parade departs Wopp High School 1:45. The band joins at the Opp Middle School parking lot at 1:50 and will be in downtown Opp at 2 p.m. Wopp High School dress-up days for homecoming week. Today, Wopp High School is where dreams come true. Wear your homecoming shirt. Friday, dress like royalty and dress for success. The Opp City schools will dismiss early for homecoming. Opp Elementary School will dismiss at 11:30. The Opp Middle School will dismiss 11:45. Opp High School will dismiss at 12 noon. The homecoming pep rally will be streamed live from the gymnasium on the NFHS network. Also, the audio of the announcement of order of court will be on WOPP. Wopp High School 2018-2019 homecoming court announcement Friday afternoon at the belt rally. Due to the fact that we have two categories that have a tie, we will have 12 members of the court this year. Court is in alphabetical order. Cassie Adams, Presley Brackey, Haley Brundage, K.O. Copeland, Kaylee Elliott, Sarah K. Horn, Jalen Parker, Haley Prater, Tayi Thompson, Abby Jo Weatherford, Maddie Wismer, Jason Zorn. Mr. and Mrs. Opp High, Tanya Thompson, Devon Dawson. Good citizenship boy and girl, Presley Brackey, Seth Dollison. The Opp City Board of Education will be holding the regularly scheduled monthly meeting 4 p.m. at the superintendent's office. The public's invited to attend.
LBWCC Adult Education is now offering the Microsoft Digital Literacy Certification. This program is being offered in Andalusia, Opp, Greenville, Laverne, and Florella. Our class hours are flexible to accommodate busy schedules. This program is for anyone interested in basic computer skills. All of our adult education services are free. For more information, contact Noel Worley at 334-881-2231.
The Kiwanis Club Tri-Cities Florella sponsoring a family event this Saturday. Craft shows, silent auction, pancake breakfast, $5. All you can eat beginning at 7 a.m. Skeet shooting at 9:30. At the Ag Building in Paxton. This is a fundraiser to help support local children of our communities. Thank you for your support. The Opp City Council meeting set for Monday, September the 17th has been changed to Monday, September the 24th. All meetings are open to the public. The 27th Annual Save a Life Banquet will be held Monday at 6:30 at the Kiwanis Community Center in Andalusia. Guest speakers will be the Olympic runner Jim Ryan and his wife Ann. Tickets are $20. They are available in Andalusia at Tabby D's, Christian Book and Gift Shop, in Opp at the Opp Chamber of Commerce, and Larry's Prescription, in Florella at the Pharmacare. For more information, contact Save a Life Family Hope Center, 222-0644 to reserve a ticket.
I have to punch everything now. Fun.
An independent bank, we know a thing or two about community spirit.
Be right
It's
back.
at the heart of how we do business every day, year-round. In our role as your true community bank. And in that role, we recognize that the spirit of community is always on display when local high school stadiums begin to fill up on Friday nights. We're proud to bring you tonight's game in the spirit of sportsmanship and great competition. Southern Independent Bank, in Opp and Andalusia, member FDIC and equal housing lender. At Southern...
The Upstock Yard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. This Tuesday, 100 head, 3 to 5 year old, mostly Angus Brangus, cows with a few Charolais cross. Fall calves, 6 to 8 months old. 20 head Longhorn cows, 3 Longhorn bulls, half will be in pairs, and half regular bred cows. 30 head of Charolais and Angus cows, 10 in which will have calves at their side. Red to horned heifer. 100 head of yearlings from one place picked up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Upstock Yard, Florella Highway. For more information, call John Edwards, 850-978-0346. The Upstock Yard, Florella Highway, under new ownership. New sale day is Tuesday. In sports today, Opp Middle School football at Geneva, 3:30, Opp Middle School volleyball at Kinston JR, 4 o'clock, Opp High School volleyball at Kinston JV and Varsity. High school football for tonight. T.R. Miller travels to St. Michael's Catholic. High school football matchup for Friday. Opp will host Houston Academy for homecoming, broadcast live here on WOPP. Andalusia will host Monroe County. Strong will host Slocum. Pleasant Home will be at Red Level. Florella will host Brantley. Luverne will be at Zion Chapel. Highland Home will host Calhoun. Crenshaw Christian will be at Sparta Academy. Elbow will be at Kinston. New Brockton will host Central of Haneyville. Enterprise will host Smith Station. Georgiana at McKenzie. Sampson at Goshen. Hillcrest of Evergreen at Escambia County. Greenville will host Valley. Charles Henderson will host Oxford. W.S. Neal will host Clark County. Wilmington will be at Excel. Geneva will host Pike County. Geneva County will host Abbeville. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. College football for Saturday. Troy will be at Nebraska. Kickoff 11 a.m. Broadcast live here on WOPP. Auburn will host LSU. Kickoff at 2:30 in the afternoon on ABC. Alabama will be at Ole Miss. Kickoff at 6 on ESPN. There will be a fun day this Saturday at the Opp Saddle Club Arena. Barrel exhibition will run from 4 o'clock until 4:30. Fun day events will begin at 5. You must be signed up to compete by 4:30. There will be classes for all ages. Please call 504-1391 for more information. The Andalusia Youth Soccer League is in full swing, practicing Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights at the Kiwanis Center. Now, Saturday will be opening day and picture day for the City Youth Soccer League. Fall Horse Ride, Saturday, October the 6th, Geneva State Forest Lake. Registration 8:30 until 9:30.
He spends a lot of money.
Right out at 10. Complimentary lunch. Donation of $10 or more greatly appreciated. Check out our Facebook. Geneva State Forest Stakeholder Volunteers.
I get away with part-time help, thank God. And I have good part-time help.
Well, I was going to say, the help he has is mom and his daddy.
Proceeds support community education and recreation at Geneva State Forest. The
And his mama's money.
Annual Candyland Christmas 5K and half marathon this year. The fundraiser will go to all the track teams in the county. This would include Andalusia, Stride, Opp, Red Level, Pleasant Home, and Florella. The Candyland Christmas 5K and half marathon will be held on Saturday, December the 8th at 7:30 a.m. at the Andalusia City Hall. Registration may be found online.
I'd be interested in a partnership, but I wouldn't be interested in buying.
That's Dateline Action News. Ops only, locally owned and operated news service. Hear it first on WOPP and repeat it later across town.
He's a toy guy. And his ball game, he was a big production and all that. Nothing wrong with it. Work yourself to death. Work yourself to death and not make any extra money.
In mid-June, the Federal Reserve not only raised interest rates, but announced their intentions to raise rates again at least once in 2018. If you have a need for a personal loan, a business loan, or a home loan, come see us today to take advantage of still attractive rates and our exceptional loan service. Southern Independent Bank, in Opp and Andalusia, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The worst thing when I came to op, I worked 100 gallons of water, and we had to have no dead air, and we had to not have we had to have correct commercials. We'd sit there, and I mean, but I had to start making sense. If they only pay you $75, you ain't got the one or two cuts. That's it, baby. And you know, you don't spend a couple hours in the production room for somebody spending no money.
When I think about a lot of times when my brother, let's say he was born in
Owners and staff for Woodmore want to invite everyone in the Ogden and surrounding area to come by and see what assisted living is all about. With
late
excellent facilities,
1950s,
wonderful home cooking, and around the clock staff, the Woodmore is a place that anyone would love to call home.
It ain't
It's
even the
also a
same
place that
word.
family members and friends will enjoy coming by to visit, talk, and spend time. Whether it's in the
If you
back
sit
sunroom,
there
or
every
dining
minute,
area, or strolling around
you're
the walking
alive.
trail or pond, you and your family will always feel comfortable. and
This
loved.
is
That's what
pretty
taking
close
care
to
of
the
our seniors
old.
is all about.
I'm having to
So
click
give Don a
everything
call
on
at
the live
Woodmore,
show.
493-2721. Owners
And that's why it overlaps. They ain't got it quite right yet. We're getting there. Should have had a couple of seconds dead time on it.
Remember, you can catch every great moment of Trojan football on the radio this fall, right here.
It keeps me in here. That's one thing.
When Troy goes to Lincoln to meet the Nebraska Cornhuskers this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. on Troy football's oldest radio affiliate, WOPP.
I got to be able to afford a full-time person. That's the key.
Here's your weather bug LA
And I could
weather.
be gone
I'm
a
Ray
lot.
Williams. Thursday
But
morning,
everywhere I walk in, I
Friday,
sell.
temperatures on muggy 70s.
You got to sell.
Chance of showers
And,
after 1 today.
you got to have
Otherwise,
time
a
to
mixture of
sell.
sun and clouds
Yep.
will top out with a high near 90. Slight chance of
and I don't
showers
have- I
after
don't even
midnight
try.
Thursday night. Continued partly cloudy,
The
nighttime low
new
73.
owners of OpSell, they called me.
Mostly sunny,
Fine. He's
That's
there.
the
Go
latest
go
NOAA
see him.
Alabama weather here on WOPP.
And of course, the morning low is 73. It's presently 82 degrees and sunny skies here at the studios of WOPP. All right, Trey, it's your time. Here we go. Come on, Trey. Talk to me.
Friends, welcome back and
Where's
good
he
to be
at?
with you
On
here
the computer.
on Moments with the
Oh, I mean,
Master.
he's-
My name
he
is Trey
comes in
Poole. I am
pre-recorded
the
things.
He
minister
comes in
of the
on Friday.
gospel right here at the Op Church of Christ, and today we're going to finish out our lesson. We're going to get in the last two letters of the word victim. We're going to get in I and M as we see Jesus as
When he
the
went-
victim of Calvary.
A couple of weeks ago, I went to a training
without
school.
any delay or beating around the bush,
I really
let's
gave him
just
a heck.
get
I said,
right into
I'm glad
the
the Church
last
of Christ
part
realized
of
that
this
you
lesson
needed
for
training
today.
so you can get better.
We see Jesus
I'm telling you, they saw that you had a little witness there,
victim
and oh boy, did he!
We see his intercession.
You
his
gotta have a little fun
intercession,
and-
his
and,
interceding on our
preachers of all
behalf
people have gotta have
before
that
God the Father.
disposition. You
That
can
is,
never have
he
any bad
intervened
days.
on our behalf as sinners. In fact, back
Gary-
there in Isaiah chapter
Gary
53,
Miller and I
where
are
we have
really
been
close, and
all week long,
he'll come out here
verse
and
12,
he
the
says,
last verse.
"You're
Listen,
my only
listen to
worthy
this verse and see if
touch."
you can
He said, you know, people won't tell
identify
preaching the truth.
the
I said, no kidding.
intercession,
He said, but
the
you'll lay it out there.
intervening
Yeah, well, I like
of Jesus Christ on the cross
He's
for
been
your
around.
sins and for mine.
He was in op at one time. and he
Therefore, I
went
will
over to
divide him a
South Side
portion
and-
with the great,
Man,
and he
the
shall
loser.
divide the spoil with the
Been around.
strong, because he
I
poured
tell
out
him he can't
his
keep a job.
soul unto
But-
death, and he
Well,
was numbered with the
unfortunately,
transgressors. And
preachers
he
are at a
bore the
mobile
sin of many
professor.
and made intercession for
Almost
the
like the military.
transgressors.
He really,
Hebrews
of course, he's
chapter
with me,
7,
but he
verse
feels like
25
he's
says,
more of the
"Therefore
op
he,
pastor.
Jesus
He feels
Christ,
more like an
is
op
also
pastor.
able to save to
And,
the
and at the time he
uttermost
came,
those
the
who
wounds
come
had been
to
made
God
with the
through
other
him,
mayor.
since he
And he,
always
boy,
lives
he's
to
tried to
make
heal a lot of those
intercession
wounds, or try to help.
for them.
Well,
Hebrews chapter
the
9 and
mayor
verse
had some
24.
problems.
The Bible says, "For Christ has not entered the
I
holy
saw
places
her
made
and
with
him
hands, which
and,
are copies of the truth,
at the
but into heaven
Huggins
itself,
funeral,
now to
talking a little
appear
bit, and then
in the
Jerry
presence of
went by
God
and shook their hands,
for
both of them.
us." How amazingly
And I invited him to come by the station.
wonderful
Well,
is
listen, I
that,
talked to him a
that
lot, and I
Jesus would
get along with him fine, but now,
intercede,
he's the
that
kind
he
of guy,
would
if you
intervene
you've got to lay it out
in his
to
own
him.
blood before
Because I
the
know
Father.
when I first,
on our
when he was
behalf.
elected, he called me in the
Romans
office. and
chapter
said,
8,
"You wanna
verse
talk to me?"
34. Paul tells it like this. Who is he who condemns? It is Christ who died and furthermore is also risen, who is even at the right hand of God, who also makes intercession for us. Now here's the point. Let me boil it down and just give it to you as plain and as clear, as simply as I know how. This is what it means for Jesus Christ,
his biggest problem is his wearing no way. But now the first 2 years he listened a lot because he didn't know what he was getting into. Like the rodeo, he listened the first 2 years, man, boy, it went.
God took the blood.
Rodeo's a redneck. You can't change it.
Into the presence of God
out of the DRA
for us.
And every time I go downtown,
God
and see all
took
that
the blood
stuff
of God into the presence of God for
stuff and,
us. Let's move on to the last letter in this
3 or 4
word,
people,
victim.
not just me.
When I see
4 or 5
Jesus
people
as
did
the
it, kept
victim
all that stuff
of
up.
Calvary,
We borrow
I
the
see
trustees sometimes,
him
but late
as
after
Messiah. As Messiah. He is the Messiah, that is the anointed one. He is
Becky asked me
Christ,
what to do.
the Son of the living God. In fact, as you go back into Isaiah chapter 53, Robert, you look at verse number 11, and
Miss
Isaiah
Hunt is
the
kind of
prophet
taking that over.
identifies
She does
Jesus
what
as
she
the
can.
righteous
she's
servant. Notice
she's
that.
trying to. We've never
He
really
shall
had
see the
anybody
labor
in
of
the
his
city
soul and
who-
be satisfied.
And
By his
I'm not
knowledge,
sure you
my
always
righteous
won.
servant shall justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. The Messiah, the anointed of God, the
She don't
righteous
work with the housing
servant.
authority, and you'd be
You
surprised
remember
at some of the
Andrew,
towns
Peter, and
that
Andrew
they try to give the
in
housing
John
authority.
chapter 1,
Well, they
verse
really got nothing to do
41.
with it.
After Andrew had heard Jesus, he'd been following
Yeah.
John. Now
That
he's
boy.
going to begin to follow Jesus.
Heck, I'm supposed to go see
He
Miss
went
Barbara.
and found his brother Simon Peter,
She wants to
and
advertise.
Andrew told Peter
She's,
this: "We have found
sick.
the
You know, she's
Messiah,"
had
which is
diverticulitis, had to
translated
have
the
surgery for it.
Christ. How neat is that?
She's
We have
back,
found.
I talked to her
the
last
Messiah.
week, and she said come
We
see her
found
this
the
week.
Christ. On that
So I reckon if I show up today or tomorrow,
Pentecost day,
I'll be coming this week.
Acts chapter 2,
Let me think now,
when
what day?
Peter preached
She
that
don't
first
work on
gospel
Mondays,
sermon,
I believe.
in verse 36, the scripture says,
After I
and you can
started
hear the
working out
boldness
there, I know
of
they always
Peter.
close
He
at
said,
4:30.
"Therefore, let
That's where
all the
everybody
house
gets
of
off.
Israel
Oh, yeah.
know
Out there
assuredly
it works.
that God
That worked.
has
The
made
few that
this
worked.
Jesus,
And,
whom you crucified, both Lord
so-
and Christ."
I suggested to
Both
them that
Lord
what we ought to
and
do is
Christ,
go to
the Messiah,
4
the
day work
anointed
week, and
one
somebody can be
of
here till 6
God.
every day.
Sure.
Oh,
And
my
that's the way it
friend.
works.
When we see Jesus
I'm
as
going
the
to go down to
victim
the city
of Calvary, we will see his
in November
intercession, his
and talk to
intervening,
I spoke to Becky about this,
and
to
the fact
the
that
city
he
council
is
about it, because very
the
few
Messiah.
people understand the housing authority.
He is the
Oh, yeah.
Christ. He is the anointed
And
Savior of the
best
world.
example,
Well,
you can ask
join me tomorrow. Our time
anybody
for
out
today,
there,
Robert,
see,
is
no
gone.
councilman
Join me
out there
tomorrow as
talking
we
Let me
kind
do-
of
let me do
wrap
this
all
live
this
thing.
back up together and draw it to a conclusion for
Forget that.
our
That's not
lives.
important.
May God
No, no.
bless you.
Thank you, Trey. This is WOPP in Opp, Alabama. Let's go to Washington, D.C.
Townhall.com.
But the housing authority actually pays
Hurricane
$16,000
Florence
a year.
continuing its slow, relentless
city
march
for
toward the
paying
East
little
Coast.
taxes.
Now 170
Oh,
miles east,
nobody knows that.
southeast of Wilmington, North
And nobody
Carolina.
knows that
Its impact is being felt along the
45%
coast of
of
the
all the people
Carolinas
who
with
live out
driving
there pay the
rains and
full
gusty
rent.
winds. The National
That's
Hurricane
what-
Center
nobody-
David Zielinski
Nobody
says that
knows a
Florence
lot of
could
things
dump
like
Yeah,
that.
but most people think they're all good about
in
nothing.
coastal areas.
Any area that gets
And
that
some
much
of them do,
rain,
because you can't,
it's almost
you don't have any control
inevitable
over
that
that.
there will be catastrophic flash flooding.
And hey, if they need it, that's okay too. I ain't got no problem with it if they need it.
Well, but yeah, but
which
you know
can be
there's
very
dead
damaging
beats
as
and
well.
you
North Carolina Governor Roy
you
Cooper
cannot
on
screen
CBS
them
this
out.
morning.
This storm surge
And you're
can
gonna
be
have a few
deadly.
of them. I
And
mean, if
then
they
the
violate the
flooding that
rules,
will come
everybody's out on the street
thereafter
the next day.
with rain being measured in
Becky's,
feet instead of inches.
Yeah, I knew
We
they
know that this is an
they've been getting rid of the
extremely
drug
dangerous
use in a hurry.
Hooper and
Or
other
those that let their
officials have
friends
pleaded
stay
with
there and no drugs. That's what
harm's
happened.
way, and
Well,
he says
they-
it's still not too
they
late
call
to
them out,
evacuate
as they do.
by staying.
And you know,
Cooper says you put your
guys
life
that
and
come
the
in
lives
from
of
somewhere
others,
else and kill that
possibly
guy.
first
Yep.
responders at
The
risk.
next day, that
President
person
Trump
rented that
seconding
apartment
that.
down the
Residents
street.
in the path of these devastating
Should be.
storms
Absolutely.
should comply
She
with
don't
all
make any
evacuation orders
She's
and
tough.
other emergency instructions.
The first lunch I had with her
the
at
absolute
Howard's.
highest
She's been here a couple
priority,
weeks.
and that's
What my attention, she understood that the housing was for temporary living. It was not for
Higher gas prices and housing costs.
Three generations.
A 2.7% rise in
years
consumer
ago,
prices last month.
in the 30s,
Labor
when they
Department
first started
reports its
doing it,
consumer price
public
index
housing
advanced
had no
0.2% on a monthly
and it was
basis.
built in places.
On Wall Street this
Then the
morning, stock
politicians
futures are
got the
higher.
idea,
Dow
let's
futures
build
up
them,
about
let's segregate
119
them and
points.
build them in the
Nasdaq
slums.
futures
Yeah.
41
And
points
what you
higher.
attracted in
More
those
of
inner
these stories
cities
at
is people who don't
townhall.com.
work.
Exactly.
Nobody else.
It had no desire to work. It wasn't going to work.
But even now, what they do is go out in the middle of the black section and tear it down and build a house. And who you going to train?
6 to 8 months old. 20 head
This guy
longhorn
who wrote a
cows,
book
3
called
longhorn bulls,
Segregation
half
by
will be
Law.
as hares,
And he
regular
goes
red
through
cows,
what the
30 head of
Congress has done
Charolais,
with all
and
this
Angus
stuff. They
cows,
created
10
something.
of which will house calves at their side. Red to horned heifer.
They created their own problem,
100
didn't
head of
With
yearlings
housing,
from
no
one place
question about
picked
it.
up on Monday. You can view all our stock on Mondays from 8 a.m. until dark. Sell on Tuesday at the Ops Stockyard, Florella Highway. For more
Hope you get people to understand it's Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
978-0346.
Lance Jackson CPA and
We're
his
gonna do
staff
what we
are
can to
very
help.
excited about the Op Bobcat football season and are strong supporters of the Op Bobcats. Lance Jackson CPA provides
Okay,
accounting,
the
tax,
weather's
and
coming up,
consulting
and we do
services. Call 493-7515. Everyone at Lance Jackson CPA wishes all Bobcats an amazing season and is proud to say go Bobcats. Lance Jackson CPA and L. Lance Jackson PC, members of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and Alabama Society of CPAs.
Here is your WeatherBug LA weather.
There we go.
Thursday morning, partly cloudy, daybreak low temperature, a muggy 73. 50-50 chance of showers after 1 today. Otherwise, a mixture of sun and clouds will top out with a high near 90. Slight chance of showers after midnight Thursday night. Continued partly cloudy, nighttime low 73. Friday, mostly sunny, high 93. That's the latest lower Alabama weather here on WOPP.
Hey, it's presently 83 degrees here at the studios of WOPP with sunny skies. Oh, goodness gracious. I just noticed I only got it 62 degrees in here, Mr. Willis.
It feels like it.
Expecting snow soon.
You have to keep electronics cooler than you do me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. That's a little bit cooler than it has to be, though. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Always enjoy having you. Mr. Willis has become a great friend of mine, and he's like me. He's got a wealth of knowledge.
Well, I'm probably a little slack in that area, but we have been good friends for a long time. Appreciate you letting me come on to radio this morning.
Now, we got him out here for another reason, but I always have to ask him how the program of finding homes and all the kids that he teaches that just amazes me.
Well, we DHR, Natalie Pinson is in
My
charge
buddy.
of training new people, and we've got a class going on now.
Now, okay.
And we do 2 of those a year, and Covington County has about 33 foster families now.
Wow.
And about there's anywhere close to 60 in foster care all of the time. And Lisa Sowler's done a super job in keeping up with what needs to be done. And it's a strong effort to keep enough foster parents, because it's not that they don't enjoy doing it, but you know, when a child becomes adoptable and there's no family that they can go to, the foster parents get first choice to adopt them. And then they're gone, they're not foster parents anymore.
And a lot of that happens, doesn't it?
A lot of it happens.
I know, right at Westview Church, that's happened a lot.
Absolutely. Know all of them.
Well, Natalie goes to church with us too, and it's just been a blessing to see these kids come into our church.
Yes, you know, you don't make any money at it as a foster parent. You don't get paid anything for your time, but you do get enough to kind of feed them. But money is not the reward for it. There are things more important in life and even more rewarding than money. And if you've ever looked at a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old, when they've been with you a while and you see that trust in them, you can't buy that.
I know one thing, you and your wife got a lot of grandkids around.
Well, we certainly do. We've had more than 70 children in our home. In fact, in the last 18 years, well over half of that time, over 9 years, we've had anywhere from 1 to 3 kids in our house.
Wow, amazing, man. And pretty well stay in touch with them.
A lot of them stay in touch with us.
In other words, you've become a big portion of their turnaround life.
Yes, some of them we've had a very good effect on. A lot of them still talk to us. Some of them go back to their parents, and of course you don't always like the way everybody parents children, but they're safe, and families have a right to raise their children in the way that they want to, as long as they're safe and provided for and taken care of. And a lot of them have grown and have kids of their own today that we've kept.
Yeah. Well, I just had to mention a little bit of that.
Well, anyone wants to be a foster parent, they can talk to me or call Natalie Benson, either one. We'll fix you up.
Always looking.
Yes.
All right, he's out here for Op Fest, about to come around.
Not Op Fest.
Oh, the trail.
Scarecrows in the park.
He stays involved in so many projects, it's hard for me to keep up.
But now both of them are good, community service, and I'd encourage you to attend both of them. In fact, in October they'll both
be going, won't they? Yeah. They try to complement each other, don't they?
Yes. We live in a good city of Opp. The lake is in the city limits of Opp. However, it belongs to all of Covington County and all of this area.
Yeah.
We have Trail Masters as a member from Canada. Now, you don't have many civic groups that's got Canadian members in this area of the country.
He is one of those. He and she are some of our snowbirds that stays out there 4 or 5 months.
Stay all winter.
All winter. Yeah.
And their people pass through there every single day.
Yeah. Well, he's almost like a extended liaison for us.
He certainly is, and their number of people, we don't realize, but there are only 2 full-time employees.
That's right.
In Frank Jackson State Park, and Chris Jones does a super job, and we don't do anything without his approval because it's his house, and he's responsible for what goes on. But it's a great asset.
Approval right that moment. He'll check with his boss men and come right back with you.
Well, that's the way it ought to be. We can talk to him about anything, but how he handles it's his problem. Greg Line, who's a state park director in all of state of Alabama, is a nice guy, and they come down there ribbon cutting, which is on the 28th of this month. There'll be several state dignitaries. John Merrill, the Secretary of State, has been here the last 3 years in a row.
You think he'll be back?
I can't speak for him.
Yeah, I hope Greg's back.
Hope so too.
Me and him had a great conversation the last time he was in town.
Yes.
I think he was surprised the history I knew on the lake.
Yeah, well, we received an award last year because of our efforts, and we were very honored to receive that. It's down in the Chamber of Commerce, sitting on one of the places there, the conspicuous thing, but the highest award that the state gives for helping the park.
Yeah.
And we're very honored to receive that.
Now, this Scarecrow Trail kind of gets out with and boy, has it grown.
Well, Juanita Blocker and Jim were instrumental in starting the Trail Masters. They're master gardeners, and it's a beautiful park, and they thought we could fix some things up here if they'll let us.
Yeah.
And so she and Jim were somewhere, and they saw a few scarecrows in some festival or something else, and they got the idea we ought to do that in the park.
Yeah.
It was 11 years ago, I believe, and it's a lot bigger than it was in the beginning. In fact, one of the trails wasn't even in the park. Started doing it, but it's got to be a big event. 5,000 or 6,000 people will come through there or more, and it's hard to tell because Chris makes exceptions for bus loads.
Oh, sure.
And they get in, don't have to pay the full fee to get in. We take groups around in golf carts, those who are unable to work or handicapped, and we have every nursing home within 50 miles from here comes every year. We had a church group from Birmingham that came last year.
Yeah.
And those people that are older, we'll make 50 or 60 different tours in that 2 months with them. And one good thing about it, if you're helping those through, you get great satisfaction out of the number of people you meet.
Don't the daycares even bring their kids out too?
Yes, they do. In the schools, I was out there one Friday last year, very pretty day in October. We had very little rain October, November last year, and there was 2 school buses and 4 or 5 other vans of kinds in that park. There was as many, you can't believe how many 100 people were out there one day picnicking and looking at scarecrows and things.
Yeah. That's all good advertising for the city of Wopp, isn't it?
Well, it's great advertising for anyone.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people out of Andalusia and surrounding areas. The mayor and one of the councilmen in Florella come to our ribbon cutting every year. And they invited us down to help them do some things in their park, which we did that last year. But if you've got a business of any kind, or a church or an organization that you want somebody to know about,
right?
You can't do better because it doesn't cost anything except the entrance to get into the park.
Well, I tell you, now's the time to start thinking about it, isn't it?
We're going to start putting them up Monday.
Monday.
Well, outside people
will
start Monday. When I say outside people, those who are not members of the Trail Masters.
Yeah.
We've already put up all the cutouts down the drive coming in.
Yeah.
And they're out there right now sorting through some of our own displays, and we'll start putting them up today and tomorrow and early. It'll be a big change in the next couple of weeks.
Y'all kind of fill in the gaps and the directions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are people out there beginning next week, so you could pick out your spot and advance, and then bring your display in a few days later if you want to.
It seems like more and more churches are taking advantage of it.
Well, I don't know how many, but it's double digits.
Yeah.
Of churches that put up displays, and a lot of the schools.
Yeah.
And I think it's particularly exciting when you see or young people in early grades of school that have decorated things, painted it, and put in the park. I think that's very good for the children to learn.
Every year we walk through and do some video of it. You know, we have to do briefly. We try to keep it in about 22 minutes. There's no way to go through that whole thing in 22 minutes. The thing is, what catches my attention is the unusual ways they make them scarecrows look real.
Well, there's a lot of people have great imagination. I'm not one of those, but there's always something new that come up, and of course you get on the internet this day and age and find everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
And I know one year I went by one of the local antique places, and I saw an idea in there like it, so we had some of those up at the park.
I've seen some unusual thing with tires. You know, I mean, it's when you think of a scarecrow, you think about a piece of wood struck out, you know, like a cross, and you just you put the straw in the shirt and all that, and a straw hat on top, and some kind of funny face. But y'all use a lot of gourds too, don't you?
Use a lot of gourds and all kinds of things. Anything you can imagine, you can do. Some of them use flowers with flowers in the top of them, and paint a face on the face or the pot that they're in. And I know that the Covington County Commission had a display last year, and they took all of their pictures and put on the front of the thing. And of course, we got Greg White and our own commissioner from this area and so on. And in spite of that, people looked at it.
And didn't set shots at it.
No, didn't take shots at it. They didn't find any tomatoes or anything.
Hey, that'd been a good idea. I could probably sold some tomatoes.
Yes. And the city's always very much involved in it too. You find the individuals and the council and or the city,
police department and fire department,
fire department,
street department, I believe.
All of them, and many of the churches we said that do that, and of course people like Ricky Booth at Store he's got it made. The Housing Authority even has a display in there.
The nice one last year.
Nice one. And
I remember.
They built all of that themselves.
Yeah.
And, They just a lot of things that attract people to it, and I'd encourage anyone who can to make sure you take advantage of that free advertising. Even some of the people in advertise their WOPP.
Well, I gotta admit, y'all take care of me, and I really appreciate that. Y'all know I stay quite busy, but y'all have been so gracious at taking care of me. And now, well, 1 or 2 years we got out there and helped a little bit, but y'all make sure I got some presence there.
We have several people who work hard.
Yeah.
And incidentally, if you have a group of people my age,
there's not that many around with us.
And even some of them younger,
now we're talking.
that want to schedule a tour, you can call 334-300-7417. That's Poppy McDonald. Or you could call me at 343-6199 to schedule that. And we can do that as far in advance as you want to, but or you can wait and do it almost any time, but we're glad to do that.
I noticed y'all have quite a few retired teachers involved. Quite a few.
Yes.
It gives them something to do, don't it? They need to.
Well, not only them, but I think all people ought to be involved in their community. When we talk about our community,
that's right.
You need to participate in it.
Yeah.
I know that Andalusia's come up with a very clever thing. If I'd have thought of it first, I would have thought it was better. But they're painting a lot of their fire hydrants red, white, and blue.
Yeah. That's pretty
And
cool.
so there are all kinds of things that all of us need to participate in our city. We have a great place to live.
Yeah.
If you don't believe that, look how many people are moving into from some other state, Arizona, other places that have moved in here because of the climate and its proximity to beaches and things of that nation. Plus, real estate is very accessible, very well priced in the surrounding areas.
Actually, I know 3 different places in the last few weeks. They actually came from Birmingham to get to and bought it off.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Get out of the traffic in Birmingham.
Yes, we have a lot of retired people.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm one of them. And I didn't have to live in Op, but I like it here.
You chose Op.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the people that does they're running their mouth and all, I don't think they've ever lived in other environments. You got to almost have lived in another environment to appreciate Op.
Well, it's people who come here and stay would do it for 2 or 3 different reasons.
Yeah.
Some of the things I mentioned, but the other thing is it's a very friendly town.
Yeah.
Now, do we have people who fuss all the time? That's inherent in humanity.
That's everywhere, isn't it?
Yes, you have to ignore that.
Yeah.
And but it is a very good place to be, and the scarecrows in the park gives you an opportunity to get out 2 or 3 times if you want to. But even if there are no scarecrows there, you ought to be walking through that park. It's a beautiful place.
I've told this story before, and maybe with you here, with my Alabama broadcaster, new secretary at Doc's, and we left there. She saw the scarecrow. What's this all about? So I cured her and showed her all about it. Next thing I know, she's divorced with kids. Her sister's divorced from kids in Dothan. So they meet at the Op Lake, Frank Jackson, with their families and let them play in the playground on Saturdays. They plan Saturdays to meet in Op. How about that?
Yeah, and we have a lot of people who come there on the weekends and stay in the 3 cabins that they have. They're 3-bedroom, got everything except your bed sheets and your towels, furnished in that, and with 3 bedrooms and the price it costs to get in there, it's a pretty good place to be.
We just need more of them, don't we?
Yes, could use more of them. And I was out there yesterday, and there's even some people still camping in the primitive campground.
Still, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
They'll be there all winter.
Really?
Absolutely.
Amazing, isn't it? Well, we're glad to have them. It's really a city inside the city, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, city inside the city.
Yes. It's amazing. Of course, most of the people who come to the park are not from Op.
No.
In fact, I think most of the residents here, or a lot of the residents, don't realize what's out there, how close it is.
Somebody said it's the hidden jewel.
Well, it's a good place to be, and the island, it's about 9 acres, and there's a trail all the way around the periphery of that island where you won't get away from the water. A lot of deciduous trees, which is not all that common.
Right.
Old timber on that's a beautiful place to be, with the other trails also.
All right, if they want to get involved, what do they do?
All they've got to do, they could call either numbers I had, or you could even check with the Chamber of Commerce, and they'll put you in touch with the right people in order to put up a display. But I don't have any objection if you call my number, and I'll put you in the right direction too. But we're looking forward to it this year, and we believe we'll have, again, as we have in the last few years, well over 500, sometimes in excess of 600 displays or scarecrows of some kind for you to see.
Wow. I'm looking forward to the big day. When we're going to cut the ribbon?
Cut the ribbon on the 28th, on a Friday at 11 o'clock.
We'll have some dignitaries in town.
We will have dignitaries. We've had Secretary of State. We always have people from Martha Roba's office.
Yeah.
She can't come all the time. Jimmy Holly doesn't miss any. Neither does Mike Jones. The local commissioners. There'll be a lot of dignitaries there that come every year, and we appreciate their thoughts, and it doesn't do us any harm for them to see what we've got.
And hopefully some of the guys over the estate will be here too. State
They
parks.
will be.
Yeah.
They'll be.
Greg and all his crew.
Greg can't always come, but he comes a lot.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. You know that.
Listen, I appreciate you letting me come and talk to the people in the op about it.
Thank you, man. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have an outstanding one, man.
I've got to go deliver food today.
I got to get out of here shortly too. I got to go to the funeral home.
I hope to see somebody else.
It is somebody else. Coach Fulmer.
I didn't know
He helped build the stadium and all. Yeah.
You know when
You didn't play ball.
When his name popped up,
Yeah.
Charles Fulmer, I thought, is that not Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie. It's Mr. the old man. Oh, yeah, Charlie.
Not the one who works for the city now.
No, that his Charles. That's Charles. But he liked to die on us too.
I know it.
But he's doing good. He's back at work.
It was popped up. I saw that, and I thought, surely that's not him.
He's back at work this week. Thank you.
The simple man simply laid the rails as they drove away in that big Cadillac with I had to laugh. 'Cause Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. He said some things just glitter and shine. Well, just this one. Daddy, you're on your right, 'cause Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. No, but Daddy never was the Cadillac kind.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Hurricane Lawrence continuing on its march toward the East Coast. It's now about 70 miles southeast of Wilmington, North Carolina. impact already being felt on the coast of the Carolinas, including in the Outer Banks where it's raining and the winds are gusting. The National Hurricane Center says the storm could dump up to 40 inches of rain in some coastal areas. That's prompting fears of catastrophic flooding. That, combined with the storm surge, which officials say could cause a lot of trouble in the region. North Carolina's governor urging people who have not left to get out now, to evacuate and move to higher ground. On Wall Street this morning, stocks starting off the day higher. The Dow is up 118 points just moments after the opening bell. The S&P 11 points higher. More details at srnnews.com.
A former police officer has been sentenced to 3 years in federal prison for beating a handcuffed man in 2014. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP. A federal jury sentenced Alex Huntley, a former police lieutenant in Tuskegee, to 3 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release for the 2014 incident. Governor Kay Ivey says she has no plans to debate her Democratic challenger as she seeks a full term in office. Ivey responded to Walt Maddox's repeated calls for debate before the November election. Ivey says she has no plans to debate Maddox, saying Alabamians know her record and know what she stands for. A study suggests that Alabama children attending private schools on a taxpayer-based scholarship program are not showing significant improvement on standardized test scores. The report by the Institute for Social Science Research at the University of Alabama examined outcomes for nearly 2,000 scholarship recipients in 2016 and 17. With the news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg on your hometown radio station 1290 WOPP.
News. Charles William Fulmer, age 87, of Opp, passed away Tuesday at the Opp Health and Rehab. Survived by son Steve Fulmer and wife Angie, daughters Carol Stuckey, Mindy Jordan, and husband Jim, Becky Weeks and husband Jeff, sister Dorothy Malone, 7 grandchildren. Funeral services for Coach Charles William Fulmer will be held 11 a.m. from the White Funeral Home and Chapel, with full military graveside honors followed in Peaceful Acres Memorial Gardens. Visitation will be held 1 hour prior to services. Jerry D. Hall, age 84, of Andalusia, passed away Friday at the Florella Nursing Home. A celebration of life ceremony will be held 11 a.m. A visitation will be held Thursday beginning at 10 at Foreman Funeral Home of Chapel. Jerry D. Hall is survived by wife Sally Patton Hall, son Roy C. Hall, stepchildren Mike Patton and wife Jeannie, Angie Kelly and her husband Kevin, 2 grandsons. The family requests Bibles to be purchased through the Gillians to further the kingdom of God. Aaron Tidwell, age 69, a resident of Elville, passed away Monday at his home. Funeral services will be held at Hayes Funeral Home and Chapel at 2 p.m. Burial will be at the Evergreen Cemetery. Aaron Tidwell is survived by wife Kathy Marlowe Tidwell, daughter Renee and Andy Bradshaw, son Tim Tidwell, and son Reverend Chris and Kim Tidwell, daughter Tracy Jones, daughter Stephanie and Roger, 9 grandchildren, 2